If you are from Round Rock, have been to Round Rock, have spent any time in Round Rock, lived in Round Rock, you know what the Battle of the Bell means. It's a football matchup with the two original Round Rock ISD schools battling for the Railroad Bell. And it usually centers around homecoming for one of the teams, and it happens tonight. Westwood Warrior football is on the air on Vype Live. Good evening, everybody. Rodney Rodriguez, high above Dragon Stadium on the campus of Round Rock High School for Vype Live's presentation of Westwood Warrior football, presented by the Westwood Warrior Booster Club and their fine sponsors, the great folks at Caprimo, Jenny Ray, Ed Lundry, Highland Dairy, Grimaldi's Cold Brick Oven Pizzeria, Reales, Raising Cane's, Handles, Speedy Mart, and Spicewood Dermatology. This one is the one dating back to 1981. Round Rock ISD finally got a second high school. This little sleepy town called Round Rock started growing. They had to add a second school, and it was added on the other side of the railroad tracks here from historic Round Rock High School. Thus, the Battle of the Bell was born. The winner of this contest each and every year takes home the Railroad Bell, and it resides at their campus for the duration of that school year from tonight moving forward. And there's a lot more on the line other than the bell tonight with that rivalry. And with it being homecoming for the Round Rock Dragons tonight, playoff implications are aplenty. Taking a look at this big ball game tonight with the burnt orange-inspired Westwood Warriors and the maroon-inspired Round Rock Dragons. How much more Texas football can you get than that, friends? But taking a look at those District 25A standings, Hutto at the top of the heap at 4-0. Not really sure we saw that coming at the beginning of the season. McNeil sitting second at 4-1 after a big win over Vandegrift last weekend. Vandegrift is 4-1 as well. This is where it gets interesting. Round Rock sitting at 3-2, Vista Ridge at 2-2, Cedar Ridge at 2-3, Westwood is 1-3, Stony Point 1-4, and Manor is 0-5. The big implications here, Westwood just sitting on the outside looking in, about a game behind right there of that fourth and final playoff spot. However, to get in there and knock off Round Rock tonight would be a major feat for Westwood, hoping to get to that third season. So we'll take a look at that with the Warriors having a bye week last week. Or actually, the Warriors did not have a bye week last week, pardon me. So both of these teams with a little bit of time to prepare here, as Round Rock coming in last week after a loss, a close loss to Hutto. But the interesting part about this, with the way this battle shapes up tonight and the playoff implications that I'm talking about, is the way that the rest of the schedule will shape out for all of those teams that I just talked about. And I'll talk about that throughout the evening. But the matter at hand is these two schools, the rivalry, friendly rivalry, sometimes a little intense, which I'm sure it will be tonight. But the burnt orange and the maroon getting set to go here on Dr. R.L. Peters Jr. Field at Dragon Stadium. Round Rock already on the field, and of course, as I mentioned, they're in their home unis tonight. White pants, burnt orange, jersey tops, white numerals, dragons emblazoned across the front. White helmets with RR on the side across the way. Stormtrooper whites, the icy whites. It's Westwood in the traveling whites as they make their way out of the tunnel. White trousers, white jersey tops, burnt orange numerals front and back. Burnt orange W on a white helmet across the top. So we are set to go for what promises to be just another great chapter in this rivalry that, as I mentioned, dates all the way back to 1981. Why the bell? Well, as I mentioned, the two schools separated by a railroad track, and the stories of that bell. Bell disappeared for a while. Somebody out on one of the area lakes doing whatever you do out on the lake over there. Well, I'll be darned. That missing bell down at the bottom of the lake. And for Westwood, that bell has resided right here on campus at Round Rock High School for the last several few years. So in the first Battle of the Bell game for head coach Derek Ward, he will look to get the Warriors to take that bell back over to Westwood High School. And all of that coming up in a matter of minutes. However, we'll step away for a moment, and we'll come back, our coin toss, and get the Battle of the Bell started. It's Westwood taking on Round Rock in one of the great rivalry games, not only in the state of Texas, but in the country. And we'll have it when Westwood Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Battle of the Bell coming up. It is the Westwood Warriors on the road coming across the railroad tracks to take on the Round Rock Dragons. Homecoming night here for the Dragons at Dragon Stadium in Round Rock, Texas. Really, really nice conditions on a busy week in Austin, Texas. It seems like every time that I'm coming to you, fine Westwood Warrior fans and Round Rock. No, we got a lot of Round Rock faithful. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me during the week verifying it. This is Battle of the Bell week, right? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is, and I'm glad that I am in town here to cover this one. Could not have more perfect weather. Well, I guess you always could have perfect weather, but just the ambiance here of having this stadium on campus, even though it is a road game for the Warriors, it's the old guy in me that's been doing this for a long time that just loves coming to a campus, and you actually have the stadium right next door. As you look out at Dragon Stadium, here from the press box where I'm at, you see many historic things out in the skyline of Round Rock. Of course, things that have changed. You see the massive I-45 overpass that is just to the right of the screen. And then in direct view tonight, which we'll probably take a look at it tonight, you have the historic Round Rock Water Tower. Oh, man, if you are a Round Rock, remember, Round Rock is for lovers. If you are a Round Rock lover, this is your football game tonight as we get set for the Battle of the Bell.
Football fans, the Great American Rivalry Series.
Overall for these teams coming in tonight, Westwood coming in at 2-4. When you look at overall records, looking pretty even. Round Rock at 3-4. A little bit of a slow start for the Dragons with the start of the season. However, they have turned the wick up just a little bit right there as they've gotten into league play, sitting at 3-2. And very much as it is for Westwood, you have a couple of teams that are in transition. As I mentioned, Derek Ward, his first season here at Westwood. However, Round Rock, which has just had an amazing run here in the last couple of decades of playoff success for the Round Rock Dragons, they too in some transition as well, where you won't hear a lot of the names that we've talked about the last few years. So this is shaping up to be quite the contest tonight as these two teams getting set to lock up. As you see on the screen right there, this has been designated by the U.S. Marine Corps as one of the greatest rivalries in the country, and that's why I mentioned that in the opening right there. So taking a look out on the field right now, captains, as you see for the Westwood Warriors, it is senior tight end Charlie Fry, standing with the Marines. Also standing with the Marines here on the home side, on the Round Rock side, is senior defensive lineman Luke Massey. So they will handle the coin toss there, as we are truly honored, and we thank the Marines in attendance tonight and that may be checking in here on Vype Live for their service. And we know that we're going to give them a good Round Rock Westwood game, as we always do. These rivalries here in Round Rock ISD, this one probably more than anyone. I would say probably even more than the McNeil one, is when you take a look at records. We've had a lot of years where you may have one team that's coming in, maybe struggling a little bit on the overall record, maybe struggling on the district record. However, things seem to change when these two schools get together. That does happen with McNeil as well, but it just seems with this one. I know in the many, many years that I have called this rivalry, you have a game that you may think, okay, it's pretty clear what's going to happen here, and that's not the way that it always works out. And there's always something where that oblong football that just never bounces right, kind of bounces a little cattywampus, as we like to say in Texas, in this contest. And I'm sure that the 2025 version will give us that as well. One of the favorite games, I have to tell this story, that I called several years ago, probably not that long ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago. It was a Dragon-Westwood game that was held over at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. And for whatever reason, I believe it was a weather issue, that game was actually moved to a Saturday afternoon. So we played very much like a playoff game is what it felt like. You're playing in the heat of the day. Well, it was in November, so it wasn't that hot. But you had that going on. No bands. Both bands were at competitions, so you had a very quiet 24-minute halftime. And your man right here was hoarse at the end of that, because I was giving score updates, I was giving NFL updates, I was giving college football updates. I think I probably even told some clean jokes that day, because there was a lot of time to be filled. But the bands are here tonight, and they will thrill. As I said, homecoming, so you'll see homecoming festivities coming up for Round Rock as well, and we will indeed cover that. As now the rest of the captains out on the field here for these teams, and there you see them, the maroon and burnt orange. As they stand out on the field, there is a lot of circumstance. There's a coin up in the air. Let's take a look and see how this is going to shake out. It looks like Westwood has won the toss, if I'm reading the body language correctly. And for what I will say about here at Dragon also, Westwood will receive the opening kickoff. So not deferring, so it looks like the offense, Coach Ward wants to get the offense out on the field and get them cranked up. But here at Dragon Stadium, this is very much the intimacy of this venue right here, where you are at field level. You love the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, Gupton Stadium, all the different stadiums that we get to travel to. But right here, where you are at field level, you feel the energy from the crowd. And especially when you have a rivalry game like this, it's intensified about 1,000%. So Westwood will take the opening kickoff. That weather that I was talking about, 84 degrees here just after 7 o'clock Central as we get set for the kickoff. By the time we get to about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight when this game concludes, we're going to drop down to about 78. We've got light northwest winds blowing at us. So it could always be cooler, but you can't complain in Texas, because this is feeling pretty good. Santiago Irizarry will kick it off for Round Rock, dropping back deep for the Westwood Warriors. It'll be the ever-dangerous Maps Mayes, and dropping back with him, it will be Colton Case. So getting set to go for the kickoff here from Dragon Stadium. Battle of the Bell 2025 getting set to go with the ball on the tee. Christina Weber-Bertrand is with me back at the Vype Live studios, and we are underway. Ball in the air. This will chase Mias into the end zone. It'll be first down Westwood. Coming out to the 25-yard line. So Westwood gets set to go on offense. Taking a look at the quarterback. Of course, it is Cooper Waite, 72 of 120, 1,012 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 94.9 passer rating for Mr. Waits as he comes into the ball game tonight. He'll have Weston Franz, Drew Norrell, Asher David, Ryan Edson will be the tight end. Across the front, it is Shane Holder, Blaine Mitchell, Robert Main, Travis Holla, Jason Francis. That is your offense for the Westwood Warriors as they get set to scrimmage from the 25-yard line to get us set to go, and they will be going north to south, left to right, across your TV, smart screen, phone, however you're taking this in tonight. Welcome to the Battle of the Bell. First down from the right side hash mark. Waits pass, hit as he throws. Good pressure coming right from the outside off of the edge. Trying to hit Asher David, but nothing there, so it'll bring up second down and 10 on the incomplete pass. That is the first play with Martinez applying the heat for the Dragons. Still sitting on the right side, hash mark. Dusk has found us right here, perfect timing at Dragon Stadium. Second down and 10, play from the 25. Waits out of the gun, 3 receivers to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top, empty backfield. Snap is low. Waits chasing this back. Round Rock in pursuit, able to fall back on it right around the 3-yard line. So the snap a little low there. Shane Holder, the center. Problems there. Pretty big loss all the way back to the 3. So Westwood in trouble right here with 11:38 remaining in the first quarter. And a third down and 33 coming up. So the Warriors with a lot of work to do right here to try to convert this. If anything, to try to get out of the shadows of their own goalpost. Here with the third down play, handing it off. Wade Allen trying to bounce to the outside, gets out beyond the 5. Stopped at the 8-yard line, so gets a little bit of chunk yardage back, but it still bring up fourth down and long, fourth down and 27 coming up. And it will be punt time coming up for the Warriors.
Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line, fourth down.
So the Warriors get set to punt it away. And it will be Josh Hansen dropping back. 2 receivers drop back for Round Rock. They stand back at their own 40.
Dylan Harper.
As Hansen stands about 7 yards back deep in his end zone. Snap is good. Hansen short, little knuckler there that bounces at the 30 and goes out of bounds. So it's going to be great starting position coming up here for Round Rock as they get set to go. So Round Rock with an opportunity here with great starting field position to get this started. And it'll be Dov Stickler at the controls of the offense here for the Dragons. 49 of 57, 835 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the season. He will have with him Daniel Berry, Dylan Harper,
First and 10 for the Dragons.
Dylan Yeager, Jonah Musey back with him. First play, Stickler fires, complete at the 28, turning upfield. That is Yeager, breaks a tackle, spun down and brought down at the 20. So Yeager with a great grab right there across the front for Round Rock. It'll be Ben Pittman, Lucas Alanis, Colton Steed, Mark Moreno, and Nathan Granger. First down play on the conversion. Pass here to the near side. It's Yeager once again. He barrels out to the 15. He is brought down there by Case, coming in to make the stop for Westwood. But quickly on the move here is Round Rock. Line of scrimmage is the 16. 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Just underway here from Dragon Stadium. Here's Stickler out of the shotgun. He'll take 3 to the top. Single receiver down to the bottom. Stickler 5 yards deep out of the gun. Motion coming from right to left. That's Yeager. Yeager takes the handoff. And Cam Green doing a nice job there along with Josh Hansen coming in to make the stop, and Cam Green converging as well. Minimal gain right there. Gain of about 2.5 yards. Bring up third down and 7 coming up for the Dragons. They now scrimmage from the 17-yard line here for the third down play. 9:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Stickler, empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set once again, working from the left side hash mark, going south to north, rolling, fires this one deep into the end zone. That pass is a little high out of bounds. Good coverage back there for Westwood as Logan Miller going stride for stride with the receiver. Penalty marker on the field is trying to hit Dylan Harper, junior wide receiver, over on the far side. Our first penalty of the ball game, so we'll get the call, and it is offsides against Westwood. So a 5-yard penalty, you'll redo third down, shortens that distance needed. We will keep you updated throughout the evening on what's going on in 25-6A. Elsewhere tonight, you've got Stony Point taking on league-leading Hutto. Cedar Ridge taking on Vista Ridge. Last night, Vandergrift wins over Manor 62-13. So these games becoming ultra important, and no more tonight than this one right here at Dragon. Here's a third down play, a little motion there from Yeager. Stickler's pass almost intercepted as he fires that one across the middle, and it falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down and 2. Trying to hit Yeager there, so very much a Yeager-heavy drive right there. Stickler looking to go that direction once again. And 4th down and 2 coming up, and it looks like this will be a field goal situation possibly coming up. No, the offense is staying on the field. You've got some personnel changes, but Dov Stickler stays on the field. Looking over here to the near side, head coach Cody Moore. Stickler out of the gun, single back in the backfield as they run out of the pistol. Yeager in motion from right to left. He'll now plant and stop. Here's the handoff needing 2 yards, bouncing to the outside. That will be a first down. As carrying tacklers with him is Brady Cochran, senior running back. As he is brought down there by Jack Kelly. Kelly riding him from the backside, but able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily, 8:58 to go here in the first quarter. New set of downs inside the 10-yard line, scrimmaging from the left side hash mark at the 8-yard line. Round Rock in the maroon tops, up to the line of scrimmage. Stickler out of the gun once again. Pistol formation, single receiver split to the top and bottom. Here's a handoff, bouncing to the outside, trying to get to the edge. Penalty marker on the field, into the end zone. It looks like there for Brady Cochran.
Brady Cochran on the carry for the Dragons.
So let's take a look at the penalty marker. It looks like this is going to be against Round Rock. You don't see a lot of excitement here after that run, holding the call against the Dragons. So it'll be a first down, backing it up once again. It'll be 1st and goal once again. However, it'll be from the 18-yard line this time around. So the Westwood defense, many times throughout 2025 and crunch situations, have come up with a stop. And they're being called upon here once again. 1st and goal up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Dov Stickler. He'll line 2 receivers up to the top. Single running back in the backfield standing to his right. Now Yeager in motion behind the formation. Swing pass, screen out to the far side. Yeager turns upfield at the 20, the 15, 10. Brought down from behind inside the 10-yard line. As a stop made there by Finn Cheney. So Cheney with the stop. Yeager almost back, well, actually back to the line of scrimmage before that play, back to the 8-yard line. So a 10-yard gain for Yeager. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal. Another penalty marker on the field, and it looks like this is going to be the 3rd penalty on the drive against the Dragons. So it's with every step forward, the Dragons now going backwards. After the 10-yard gain, here's the mark off. This time back to the 24-yard line. Repeat first down, so 1st and goal from the 24. Stickler up to the line of scrimmage. He's got Yeager in the backfield with him along with the running back. Empty formation, now motion out to the far side. Shifting to the far side is Dylan Harper. Single receiver down to the bottom is Barry. Dropping back, Stickler looking downfield. Fires, this is complete. Yeager at the 20, the 15. Hit out of bounds and dropped inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. After a 16-yard gain there for Yeager. Yeager, the go-to man right here for Dov Stickler, junior wide receiver wearing number 17 here for the Dragons. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Set to go once again. Ryan Serwatis now in the backfield, standing with Dov Stickler. 8 minutes remaining in the quarter. 3 to the top. Now here's motion as Yeager from right to left. Single receiver down to the bottom. Stickler straight drop. Fires to the near side. Penalty marker on the field. That is hauled in, as that was caught by Daniel Barry. That penalty marker coming in, and there was one of the Dragon receivers that it looked like he was hog-tied pretty well right there. So this may be against the men in white, but we'll wait on the call, as perhaps they saw something that I didn't know. It's another holding call against Round Rock. So 4 penalties here on the opening drive for the Round Rock Dragons as they get into goal-to-go situation, but are continually going backwards at this point. So the ball spotted at the 9. And getting set for the mark-off here. 7:57 to go in the first. And now the line of scrimmage will be the 19-yard line, just shy of the left side hash mark at the 19. 2nd and goal.
I'd like to welcome back class of 1999.
Brady Cochran in the backfield. And here's Stickler up to the line of scrimmage. He'll line 3 up to the top, slot over to the right-hand side. Single receiver to the short side left. Stickler out of the gun. Drops back. Fade pattern into the end zone. That one a little high. Great coverage back there as he was trying to hit Daniel Berry. The coverage exceptional for Westwood, going right with the receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line. Big personnel changes here for Round Rock as Yeager checks back into the ball game. For the 3rd and goal play, back on the coverage here for Westwood. That was Dre Kiles. And with that ball still sitting at the 19, 7:37 to go in the first. Here's another 3rd and goal coming up for Round Rock from the 19-yard line. Motion coming from right to left, 2 receivers down to the bottom out of the pistol. 3-step drop, looking back. This pass fired into the end zone, a little long, trying to hit Yeager. Double coverage back there as you had Kiles back on the coverage along with Case. Pass a little long there. I think Yeager was looking for a DPI. However, that ball just had a little too much steam on it to be able to get the call right there. And it looks like now it will be a field goal situation coming up. The ball will be set down at the 26-yard line. 36-yard field goal coming up here for Santiago Irizarry as he pops that one up. And right through the goalpost. No good. No good. It looked like it went through. However, it ends up going wide left. So the Westwood defense holds once again. 7:26 remaining in the first quarter. Westwood stops a major charge there from the Round Rock Dragons and will take over the ball for their second possession, and they will commence this drive at the 20-yard line, getting set to go here for the second time on offense. Offense makes their way back out onto the field. First down play coming up. 2 receivers to the top. Single receiver to the bottom. Westwood in the whites. Clap of the hands. Waits, hands it off. This is Wade Allen bouncing to the outside at the 24-yard line. Wade Allen goes down there after a gain of 5. He'll be spotted at the 25. Bring up second down and 5. Clock rolling here with 7:11 remaining in the first quarter. Ball now sitting on the far side of the field on the left side hash mark. Waits quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Allen stays in the backfield. 2 receivers to the short side left, single receiver down to the bottom. Allen once again going to try to ride him, but he is swallowed up as soon as he takes the ball, and he goes backwards for 3 yards. Just a whole lot of pressure coming in right there from Round Rock. That charge led by Hunter Wyndham, junior defensive back, all the way up from the secondary to make the stop. The loss all the way back to the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8, so Westwood up to the line of scrimmage. Trio of receivers down here to the bottom of your screen. One of those being Ryan Edson, the tight end. Waits, drops back, looking, fires over the middle. That is complete. Edson right at the line to gain. That's a first down out to the 31-yard line. Needed 8, and he gets 9. Putting that ball right between the 1 and the 7 is Cooper Waits. And Westwood converts on the 3rd down, 6:20. As we play on 6:20. Remaining here in the first quarter. Quickly back up to the line once again. Ball sitting on the left side hash mark. Out of the gun, pistol formation. Wade Allen is the back. That one on the ground once again. Second errant snap that we've seen from Westwood. So some fundamental problems right there trying to get that snap back to Cooper Waits. That one goes bobbling along the ground there. And Waits has to go to the ground. Not quite the loss that we saw the first time, but still a loss. First quarter, Vista Ridge leads Cedar Ridge by a score of 3-0. Vista sitting in that number 5 playoff spot, essentially tied here with Round Rock for that final 4th and final playoff spot. 7-yard loss on the play. Now the line of scrimmage at 24. Out of the gun. 2 receivers split to each side. Waits, drops back, fires, far side. That is complete. Charlie Fry hit and dropped at the 25. So Fry with a little curl pattern out to the far side from the tight end position. But great coverage there from the Dragons. We'll advance it out to the 25 for a 3rd and 16 coming up with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Big early down right here for the Warriors. Have converted 1 third down just minutes ago. And now split down to the bottom. Asher David lines up to the near side with Norrell. Single receiver up to the top side on the short side. Handing it off. Wade Allen going to try to ground and pound. He is hit at the line of scrimmage, just going straight backwards. Round Rock has the answer for Wade Allen here early on in this ball game. And it'll bring up 4th down. Evan Anders coming in on the stop, leading the charge for Round Rock. Yeager will drop back to receive the punt. Back there with him, Dylan Harper. As Josh Allen will get set to punt this one away. So here's Hansen awaiting the snap and blown dead before the execution with 4:08 remaining here in the first quarter. So quite the laundry-filled first quarter, and it's a false start against Westwood, so backing it up 5 yards. So Yeager and Harper bumped themselves up about 5 yards, standing back around their own 45-yard line as Hansen gets set to try to punt it away once again. Snap is good. Hansen with the ball in hand. Much better punt this time. And this is going to chase. Hands it back over to Yeager at midfield on the far sideline. Here is Dylan Yeager, tripped up at the 35, but he carries tacklers all the way down to the 20-yard line. Dylan Yeager, the ball originally fielded by Dylan Harper. Harper takes it and says, "No, you take it, Dylan." And he muscles himself 34 yards down the field on the return for a red zone opportunity coming up here for the Dragons, starting deep in Westwood territory for their second drive. They will start at the 20-yard line to get this drive started. Second drive after that initial early penetration from the Dragons. Clock with 3:52 remaining in the first quarter. The Battle of the Bell, Round Rock Dragons, Westwood Warriors. Round Rock ISD's biggest rivalry. Winner takes home the Railroad Bell. 3 receivers to the bottom, none to the top. Swing pass here to the near side. Good job trying to get the tackle there, as that pass was complete to Daniel Berry. However, the play right there was actually made by Westwood there, as Cannon Olafson was in a block, and he just drives the play further out towards the sideline to push that out, and didn't give a lot of space right there. However, a gain of 3. It'll bring up second down and 7 inside the 20 from the 17-yard line. Stickler out of the gun, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Play clock at 15, plenty of time here for Stickler as Stickler fires this pass over the middle. That is caught and complete into the end zone. Touchdown Round Rock, 17 yards. Dylan Yeager and the Dragons with the first 6 of the ball game here in the first quarter. Only fitting that it's Yeager from what we've seen from him tonight. Irizarry on for the extra point. Snap the hold. The kick is up. Irizarry slices right through the uprights. 3:39 to go. This time Round Rock does convert. It's Round Rock 7, Westwood nothing. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
39 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
With the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Round Rock with the first score of the Battle of the Bell 2025 edition. Here from Dr. R.L. Peters Jr. Field at Dragon Stadium on the campus of Round Rock High School. Homecoming night, always this game, more often than not, revolves around homecoming for one of these teams. We've seen some good ones in this one, all the way back to 1981 when this rivalry started. Maps Mayos drops back as he will stand back there with Colton Case for the kickoff coming here from Santiago Irizarry. Irizarry good on the PAT. Missed a field goal on the first drive, however, makes good there. Irizarry blazes this one through the end zone. Goes out of bounds, so Westwood will bring it out to the 25 for a first down for the Westwood Warriors. Their third offensive drive coming up. Gives me a chance to tell you about Grimaldi's Coal Brick Oven Pizzeria, authentic New York style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Now at the Domain, as a matter of fact. This morning the wife told me they're bringing in lunch at work and we're having Grimaldi's. I said, you are going to absolutely love it. Talked to her before I got here to Dragon Stadium, and she said that was some of the sweetest pizza that I have ever had. So next time you're out and about around the Domain, be sure and check out that authentic New York style coal-fired brick oven pizza. It's Grimaldi's Coal Brick Oven Pizzeria, proud sponsor of Warrior football. First down for the Warriors from the 25-yard line, 3:38 remaining in the first quarter. Handoff. This is Mias trying to find running room, and there's nothing doing. Looking for something that momentarily looked like it was there, and quickly closing that hole was Jason Nold, junior linebacker for the Dragons. Clock rolling, 3:20 remaining here in the first. 7-0 lead here for the Dragons. To the line of scrimmage, gain their loss of 1. Second down and 11 coming up for the men in white. Standing out of the gun, 2 receivers split to each side between the hash marks. Dropping back, this is Alex Smith at quarterback. Fires to the far side, trying to hit Norrell. And that pass a little long, so Alex Smith shifting in at quarterback as Charlie Fry will check back in. And Smith at the helm of the offense. Alex Smith, sophomore quarterback, wearing number 16 here for the Warriors. Tall young man, big arm, blazing speed from Smith. And it's he and Mias, so you've got an all sophomore backfield. Triangle of receivers down to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver up to the top side. Clap of the hands. Alex drops back, looking this way. Now pressure coming from the backside. Loses a helmet, able to escape. Alex Smith running without a lid over on the far side, and the play's whistled dead. And the unfortunate thing there for Smith is Smith had eluded all would-be tacklers as Ellis King comes in to make the hit right there, but able to spin away was Smith, but can't play without a lid. Just absolutely cannot play without a lid. And that's what happens there. So getting set to go is Smith. Cooper Waits back in at quarterback. So saw Waits had taken a shot there in the drive prior. So didn't know if it was an injury situation or just a tactical move there by the Westwood coaching staff with Alex Smith in. But Waits is back in. And a lot of time going off the clock right here. And timeout called by Westwood, so it looked like a lot of what-ifing going on over on the Westwood sideline and player confusion here on the field. So wisely taking a timeout. While they'll do that, we will pause 13 seconds for a word from our friends at Speedy Mart.
At Speedy Mart, we keep it moving. Snacks, drinks, last-minute stuff, you're in, you're out, and back to whatever you were doing. We're not just a regular corner store. We're more than that. And we've got more of what you're looking for.
Speedy Mart, if you're out and about, stop and check them out. Get that go-to little pick-me-up during the day. Also tell you about Spicewood Dermatology, spicewooddermatology.com, where skin meets science. Folks talk a lot of times about wearing sunscreen and so forth during the summer. Even in the wind, these Texas winds, you got to take care of that skin. Spicewood Dermatology is the spot.
Westwood set up in punt formation.
So the Warriors will get set to punt it away here on 4th down and 17.
Dylan Harper, Dylan Yeager.
Harper and Yeager dropping back deep as Hansen set for his third punt here with 2:37 remaining in the first quarter. It's been very opportune drives here for Round Rock to start, as they've been deep in Westwood territory on both of their drives. This will be Harper back from the 40. He's got running room past midfield out to the 45 on the return. So Round Rock will start once again in Westwood territory as they start their fourth drive of the ball game with 2:26 remaining here in the first quarter in a 7-0 ball game.
Ball will be spotted at exactly the 45-yard line. Dragons have
Vista Ridge now up 10-0 over Cedar Ridge in 25-6A competition. Again, tonight you've got Stony Point taking on Hutto. As that is down 79 there at the very nice renovated Hutto Memorial Stadium. Two receivers down to the bottom from the Westwood 45 on the right side hash mark. Going south to north, right to left. Motion out to the far side. Stickler dropping back, looking downfield. He's hit the ball on the carpet. Westwood scurrying for the ball down at the bottom, and Westwood forces the turnover and on top of the football. Westwood with the defensive turnover, and the Warriors able to get in the backfield. A hit there on Dov Stickler. And the first turnover of the ball game goes to the men in white, and Westwood now with an opportunity in Round Rock territory. It'll be first down for the Warriors, and they will start this drive from the left side hash mark at the Dragon 44-yard line. That first turnover happening with 2:19 remaining in the first quarter. Quickly back out the offense. Cooper Waits out of the pistol formation. Wade Allen in the backfield, two receivers down to the bottom. Slot right. Single receiver short side left. Allen takes a handoff, bouncing to the outside at the 40, breaks a tackle there, hit at the 35 and vaults forward out to the 34-yard line. So Wade Allen with a carry there of 9 yards. It'll bring up second down and 1 as the ball now sitting at the 35. Quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Allen stays in the backfield, single receiver to the top. That's Weston Franz, two receivers down to the bottom. Handoff, Allen running right, turns upfield, hit at the 30, falls forward to the 27. So going back to Old Faithful right there, Wade Allen, as Wyndham comes in to make the stop for Round Rock. That will move the chains for the Warriors. Second first down of the ball game for the men in white. Clock rolling, 1:44 remaining in the first quarter. Two to the top, one down to the bottom. Pistol formation, Allen in the backfield. Charlie Fry, lead blocker as the tight end. Wade Allen, big gap right there as he follows big number 89 over on the right side of the line all the way out to the 21-yard line. Red zone opportunity getting awful close here for Westwood, trying to capitalize off that turnover, off of the fumble. With the defense making another huge play here for Westwood. First and 10 out of the gun. Allen, he'll try to run right once again. He's got running room at the 10, the 5, and down about the 3-yard line. Wade Allen almost able to finish that one off. Couldn't stay on his feet. Goes down inside the 5. First and goal coming up for the Warriors. Red zone opportunity presented by Highland Dairy. Here's Westwood out to the up to the line. Harrell to the bottom of your screen. Allen in the backfield, single receiver to the top. Give it to Wade Allen. Allen wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and dropped. May have even lost a yard there. It's just good penetration coming off of the edge there for Round Rock. As once again making the stop is Wyndham on Wade Allen. 40 seconds remaining here in the first. Second down and goal coming up from the 4-yard line. 2-yard loss. So Westwood working from the left side hash mark. Straight pistol formation. Allen in the backfield. Waits hands it to Allen. Allen trying to pick and choose a running lane. Doesn't find it. Advances out to the 1-yard line. And he stopped there. A penalty marker here on the right side of the field. We'll check the penalty here from our referee. Holding the call against Westwood. So with this deep run here into the red zone, the 10-yard penalty coming up right here. It will remain second down and goal. However, from the 14-yard line for Westwood. 21 seconds remaining. Asher David to the bottom of the screen. Lined out there with him is the tight end, Ryan Edson. Dropping back, fires over the middle. That is caught complete. Asher David into the end zone. Touchdown Westwood, 14 yards. Another bullet fired there by Cooper Waits. Asher David hauls it in. Westwood capitalizes off of the turnover. David will stay on the field to hold. Cactus Jack on for the extra point. David sets it down, kick is up, and good. 14 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from Dragon Stadium. We'll keep it right here. We are tied up. Battle of the Bell. It's Westwood 7, Round Rock 7. Told you, friends, you were not going to be disappointed with this contest tonight. And here we are with the back and forth. We'll see how all of this plays out this evening with the Battle of the Bell on homecoming night for these two schools. Give me a chance to tell you about Jenny Ray. Hey, Jenny Ray, Jenny's photographs. She photographs the team and individual pictures for football teams. Probably see her on the field tonight. I haven't located her yet, but I guarantee you that she is down there somewhere. And you'll find those photos at jennyray.com. Check early, check late, and check often, because that is a hard-working young lady right there that takes care of those photographs. It is jennyray.com, and she has been a long-time supporter of Westwood football. After the play, it looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Dragons. So that will fire into motion here shortly. 7-7 ball game here in the first quarter with the Dragons and the Warriors. And Westwood will get set to get the ball on the tee. So it'll be Jack after the 15-yard penalty. He'll put the boot to it from the Dragon 45. The Dillons drop back here for Round Rock once again. Dylan Harper and Dylan Yeager. So here is the ball at the Westwood 45. So the ball sitting there as we get set to resume. And it will be from the Round Rock 45, as I initially thought, but I do not question the officials. I call it from where they put it. They are much more acclimated with this part of the game than I am. Got to talk to Ricky Williams here before the game. Not the Ricky Williams you're thinking of, the other legendary Ricky Williams, 44 years a Texas football official, his wife running the down and distance here tonight. Short kick, and Norrell trying to sky up for that one and grab that away, but not able to do it. Nice conversation there with Mr. Williams, and he shared the same sentiment that I do, where he's like, man, I love coming to stadiums when it is on campus. This feels like what I've been doing for over 40 plus years. Great individual right there. We welcome Mr. Ricky Williams here to Dragon Stadium and to the Vype Live booth this evening. Again, Rodney Rodriguez with you guys here on Vype Live. Christina Weber-Bertrand back at Command Central, the Vype Live studio, making sure that we sound as crisp and look as good as we can. You guys can message me on Twitter at @TheRodneyR. Love to hear from you guys wherever you may be checking in from. These are always cool games because you get these to where this is where alumni from both schools are constantly checking in on this rivalry game, because this one runs pretty deep. This one runs pretty deep. When I talked about if you've been in Round Rock or you are in Round Rock, Battle of the Bell means a whole lot. 14 seconds remaining, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Dov Stickler out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom. Motion coming from the far side, working from the right side hash mark. Pass over the middle, Yeager wide open, hauls it in at the 35, falls forward all the way to the 38-yard line. That should be a Round Rock first down. Needed to get to the 37. He gets 11 on the first down play, and this Stickler to Yeager is working really nice. Here's a handoff out of the backfield, going back to the running game. Hansen comes in to make the stop. Serlatus, the ball carrier. So Serlatus will be the final play there on his carry, as we see 3 zeros across the scoreboard here at Dr. R.L. Peters Field. Back and forth, 1 quarter complete in the Battle of the Bell. It's Westwood 7, Round Rock 7. And Warrior football continues in a moment.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Second quarter action set to go from Dragon Stadium. We flip sides. It'll now be the maroon-wearing Round Rock Dragons going north to south, left to right. For a second down at 7 play to begin the second quarter. Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers down to the bottom. Ball sitting between the hash marks. This one blown dead. Looks like another penalty marker. Looks like maybe going to Cerwetis. False start the call against Round Rock, so they'll tack 5 on. It'll bring up second down and 12. Coming up for the Dragons. Into the ball game, Lucas Solana's back in his offensive line position, one of the original starters. So the ball sits between the hash marks at the 36-yard line here for the second down and 12 play. Cerwetis stays in the backfield, fires the pass, complete, that is hauled in, breaks a tackle, running room, and brought down at the 29-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle right there coming from the backside from Cannon Olafson. Able to hit Daniel Berry for a big breaker on the second play of the second quarter. And line of scrimmage is the 30-yard line. Clap of the hands. Fires over the middle. That one incomplete. Coverage back there defended nicely by Logan Miller back in the secondary for Westwood. Trying to hit Berry once again.
Logan Miller defensively for the Warriors brings up second and 10.
Dov Stickler will check out at quarterback. And into the ball game. Here's Jack Apple. As he comes in, he wears number 5, standing out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split to each side. From the 30-yard line on the left side hash mark. Trying to run the sweep. That ball, Yeager able to hold on to it. Has had trouble handling it. But here's Yeager breaking tackles all the way down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line as you had trouble on the exchange. Penalty marker back here at the 30-yard line. As this is laying here on the near side. And we will wait on the call there. As he handed it off, and Yeager just a tremendous job to be able to hold on to the football in this holding call against the Dragons. And the way the seas parted and kind of opened up right there, you kind of thought that that's what was going to happen. 10-yard penalty back to the 40. And Dov Stickler checks back into the ballgame at quarterback. In the backfield is Cochran. Tight end Yeager in the slot over to the left side. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Now Yeager in motion going from left to right. Stickler rolling, looking downfield. Pressure coming. Stickler fires that pass a little high for Yeager. So he's trying to pull that in at the 32-yard line.
Pass intended for number 17, Dylan Yeager, incomplete. Flag.
Coverage back there from Olafson once again. Another penalty marker on the field. And this time it's offsides against Westwood. Saw moving across the line right there to the 3-man front for Westwood. Saw what was a little bit more than a twitch right there before the snap of the ball, and indeed coming across the line of scrimmage.
That'll make it second and 15.
So now at the at the 35-yard line, second down and 15, 11-14 remaining in the half in a 7-7 ball game. So Stickler out of the gun. Dropping back, looking, fires, trying to set up the screen. That's hauled in by Cochran. Cochran at the 30, the 25. Hit there by Cam Green, but advances out to the 24-yard line. So a nicely executed screen there for the Dragons. And guess what, friends? A penalty marker on the play. This one against Round Rock. All of that for naught. And this will continue to come back. So you go 5 forward. You go about 12. You go 5 forward, you go 12 forward, and now you come 10 backwards is what Round Rock has essentially done right here. All the way back to the 45 with 11:03 remaining here in the quarter. And here's Stickler up to the line of scrimmage. 4-man front showing for Westwood. 2 receivers to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Now motion, Yeager across. Dropping back, looking. Stickler's pass is caught at the 37. Spun down and dropped right there. As it is Barry. Coverage there from Cam Green back for Westwood. Back to the 38. Bring up 3rd down and long coming up here for the Dragons. Looking here at about 3rd down and 20. 3rd down and 18 officially. 12-yard gain there, but it was quite the hole that has been dug here by the Round Rock offense with penalties. Carson Griffin, senior wide receiver, splits out to the far side now. 2 receivers down to the bottom. And a timeout call by Westwood. That is their second one of the half. 10:13 remaining in the first half. We are tied at 7. Warrior football continues in a moment.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
10-13 remaining in the first half. 3rd down and 18 coming up for the Dragons. Here's Strickler. Now Yeager shifting to the outside. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Stickler, clap of the hands. 3-step drop, looking downfield. Fires deep here down the near side. That pass is a little high as he was trying to hit Daniel Barry. Just sails that one. Looks like that got away from Stickler as he let that go. Coverage back there for the Warriors from Dre Kiles. Looked like Kiles maybe had a better shot at picking that off than the receiver did. Clock stops with 10:07 remaining here in the half. 4th down and 18 coming up. And the Dragons working from their own 38. Offense stays on the field. Maybe trying to draw some offsides here from Westwood with the penalties, although penalties have been predominantly, and there's the kick. As Jack Apple sails this one, Westwood not dropping anybody back, and it will roll into the end zone, so come on out to the 20 for Westwood to get the football back and try to answer that 7 from a little bit earlier here in the first half. Austin's Premium Cupcakery and Coffee House. It is our friends over at Caprimo. The sweetest place to stop. Of course, the original location out on 183. That thing has been there about as long as I've been doing Westwood Warrior football, and that is a long time, my friends. But there's news, opening a new location coming up this fall in Lake Travis. I'll have to get an update. The beautiful surroundings of Lake Travis, so you'll be able to enjoy the delicacies that are Caprimo and that great coffee from the Lake Travis location. Caprimo, proud supporter of Warrior football. 1st and 10 from the 20 with 10 minutes remaining in the half. And the handoff, Wade Allen hit. Tried to spin away from the tackle there, but the Cooper Martinez comes in to make the stop for the Dragons. Warriors with a timeout, as they've taken 2 of those. Dragons still with their full allotment. Just throwing that out there, probably a little too early to worry about that right now. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 coming up. Now going south to north, right to left in the icy whites. Here's a handoff. Wade Allen just hit in the backfield. Just absolutely nowhere to go. John Allen was trying to get to the outside, and as he tried to bounce to the outside, all that he saw sitting there was Max Williams. And he loses 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Warriors. Haven't clocked a lot of time off of the clock on this drive as it's rolling down, approaching the 9-minute mark, so just under a minute here on the drive so far. With the 3rd down and 10 coming up, and the ball still spotted at the 20 where the drive started. In between the hash marks, single back in the backfield as Westwood operates out of the pistol. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, clap of the hands. Cooper Waits drops back, now rolling right, fires. This pass is almost intercepted. Waits had some pressure and sailed that one across. Trying to hit Norrell. It falls harmlessly to the turf. Clock stops, 8:42 remaining, so a minute and 11 seconds off of the clock there on the Westwood drive. Not gaining a yard, and it stalls at the 20. And we will see Josh Hansen make his way back out to punt the ball away. Yeager drops back along with Harper. They stand back at their own 40. Hansen stands at his 5. And Hansen with a nice end-over-end kick. This is fielded by Round Rock out into Westwood territory, past the 45, down to the 43-yard line. So getting under the ball there was Harper. And Harper returns it back for about 19 yards, and it'll be first down for Round Rock with 8:31 remaining here in the first half, and they will start this drive in Round Rock territory once again. But despite all of that, we still stay at 7-7 our score. Update from Vista Ridge, update from Gufton. Vista leads Cedar Ridge by a score of 24-7. So Vista Ridge playing with that sense of urgency there, sitting at 2-2. A half game here behind Round Rock for that final playoff spot in 25-6A. Stickler out of the shotgun now. Round Rock operates out of the pistol with 2 receivers split to each side from the right side hash mark. Stickler plants, fires. This is caught at the 40 and dropped immediately as Carson Griffin there to haul in the football there, but Colton Case comes in to make the stop. Gain out to the 39-yard line. Not a lot there, 2.5, call it 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for the Dragons with 8:05 remaining. Working from their own 39, or from the Westwood 39. Back, now flushed out of the pocket. Stickler hit as he throws, but able to complete the pass down the field is Dylan Harper. Able to hit. Great work there by Stickler as he takes a shot as he fires that off, and it's going to make it a manageable 3rd down and 2 coming up. With the line of scrimmage now, the 34-yard line between the hash marks here for the Dragons. 7:39 remaining in the first quarter, or first half, as the clock continues to roll. So Stickler up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side, slot over to that side as well, which is Yeager. Empty set here to the near side. Handing it off, this is Cochran. Cochran plunges forward and picks up the first down out to the 30 for a 4-yard gain. So at the 30, the Dragons a brand new set of downs, and will continue this drive as we approach 7:15 remaining in the first quarter, or first half. My goodness, I cannot get my quarters and halves straight here this evening. It's this up-close view it's this intimate view that I have here at Dragon Stadium. 2 receivers down to the bottom, and that's the ever-dangerous Yeager in the slot here to the right side. Handing it off, this is Cochran. He is ridden down. Got by the Warriors, able to get in the backfield. As you had Sanchez and Hansen coming in to make the stop for the Warriors. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7 with the clock rolling. 6:35 remaining in the first half. Got it right that time, guys. The first half between the hash marks. A 7-7 ball game here in the Battle of the Bell 2025. Playoff scenarios beginning to kind of sort themselves out somewhat. It's awful muddy, as it always is in 25-6A. Little zone read action, fires to the far side. That pass is complete. Going up to grab that and coming down at the 2-yard line. Wow, going up to make the grab. It's Daniel Berry, the senior wide receiver. It'll bring up 1st and goal coming up for the Dragons as they will work from the Westwood 1-yard line. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Stickler. Single back in the backfield is Cochran for the first and goal play. Cochran takes the handoff. Cochran across the goal line for a 1-yard touchdown for the Dragons. And Round Rock surges back ahead on a huge play from Stickler to Berry. Down on the corner of the end zone. Couldn't quite get it in, but you got Cochran there in the backfield as he plunges in. And here comes Irizarry to attempt to tack on the PAT. Isaiah Stott sets it down, and that kick is up and good. Halfway through the second quarter. 6:05 remaining in the aforementioned second quarter. Round Rock 7, Westwood 7. Vype Live's exclusive presentation of Westwood football continues in a moment.
Plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
14-7 score here from Dragon Stadium, right off of 620 here in Round Rock, Texas. 14-7 is the score as the Round Rock Dragons lead your Westwood Warriors. Irizarry with the ball on the tee at the 40, getting set. A little onside right there, but Westwood able to cover it. A little quick, hurried onside kick right there. Just a little knuckler right down the field, and very alert right there to fall on top of that is Joaquin Garcia. So Garcia with the heads-up play right there. He saw what was going on, and he was ready for that, and he does that. Great starting field position coming up for the Warriors, as this time the Warriors will start in Round Rock territory for the first time here this evening. And I'll tell you about Handel's. Handel's is homemade and legendary ice cream, or O-Dough, their cookie dough flavor, and You're Killing Me s'mores, and there's more. Tune in next week and we'll give you some more of that. Each and every day, Handel's. Check out that homemade great stuff. Late in the evening, early in the morning, middle of the day. It is Handel's homemade. Proud supporter of Warrior football. 6:05 remaining, and Alex Smith now in the ball game once again. Here's Alex dropping back, pressure coming, fires a deep ball. That one trying to hit Norrell. Put some steam behind that one as that one went down the field, and Cooper Martinez was back there trying to chase that down, but it falls incomplete. So the second appearance here for Alex Smith this evening. Getting set for the second down play. Smith looking over to the sideline, getting the play call. 14-7 our score. Smith out of the gun, Allen in the backfield. Smith fires over to the far side. Drew Norrell hauls that in at midfield. Able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe +1 out to the 48. So a little bit of a backwards pass there, but Norrell trying to get the blocks in front of him. They just weren't there. And Drew working to get himself back to the original line of scrimmage. Jack Winsing coming in to make the stop for the Round Rock Dragons. So as Westwood goes south to north here in the second quarter with 5:25 remaining in the half. 3rd down and 9 coming up, scrimmaging from the Round Rock 48-yard line. Alex Smith, Wade Allen in the backfield, 4-man front coming from the Dragons. Alex drops back, flushed out of the pocket. He will fire it as he's hit. That pass is almost caught. Coming back to the football, almost making a massive play here in the second quarter is Weston Franz, as he had a Round Rock defender draped all over him. It falls incomplete, and a holding call and a penalty back here at the line of scrimmage. That's against Westwood. It's declined. And the Warriors should be looking at 4th and 9. As Dylan Yeager will drop back to receive the punt. So Smith's still on the field. Westwood with a timeout. 5:04 remaining in the first half. And here comes Josh Hansen making his way out for his fourth punt of the ball game. Hansen will punt it from about the 39 or 7. Yeager stands back and will stop himself at the 10-yard line. Hansen, another beauty. The best one of the night right here for Yeager. Drops at the 10 and is downed right there. So great job of the special forces to get back there and make the stop as Jesus Vasquez, the senior, will down the ball back there, and it'll be first down coming up for the Round Rock Dragons with a 7-point advantage, 14-7 leading here over the Westwood Warriors. Deep in the second quarter here from Dragon Stadium. It'll be first down from the 10-yard line, and the drive will start from the left side hash mark. Hutto at 4-0, McNeil 4-1, Vandy 4-1, Round Rock 3-2, Vista 2-2, Cedar Ridge 2-3, Westwood 1-3, and we'll stop right there with the standings. Westwood, of course, still with Stony Point at Vandy and Vista Ridge to go, and that's where everything gets real interesting as I continue to talk about those standings. First down play, Stickler on the give for 2 yards, out over the far side. For Round Rock sitting in the 4 spot, of course, you got Westwood tonight. Stony Point and Vandegrift remaining on the schedule there for Round Rock. But when you look above them, McNeil currently sitting in the 2 hole. Of course, McNeil still has Cedar Ridge, Manor, and Hutto. So McNeil seems to be sitting in a pretty good spot right there. Deep ball down the near side, almost caught just a little too long as he had the 6-on-6 matchup back here. As Dylan Harper almost goes up over the shoulders there. He had a step on Drake Isles, and the pass falls incomplete. For league-leading Hutto, however, again sitting at 4-0. Stony Point tonight. Then on the road at Vista, and McNeil is what remains for the Hippos. For Vista, of course, Cedar Ridge tonight, Manor, Hutto, and Westwood. So take those standings for what they are right now, but you got some huge ones coming up here in the next month. Third down and 7 play. Here's Stickler dropping back, firing to the near side once again, going up to grab that, incomplete. Once again, Daniel Berry almost skies up to grab that one. Once again, Drake Kyles back there on the coverage. So Round Rock taking some shots here at Mr. Kyles, but Mr. Kyles holding his own back there for the good guys. And that will bring on the punt team. Adam Ferguson, first punt of the night coming up here for the Dragons, and in Dragon territory, standing at the 46-yard line, the sophomore phenom, Maps Mias. And a timeout taken by Round Rock. So that is their first timeout of the half. 4:12 remaining in the first half. We'll take that break with them. Warrior football continues in a moment.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Ferguson getting set to punt it away on a 4th down and 7 play. Line of scrimmage is the 13. 14-7 Round Rock lead. Mias now back at his 44 from 2 yards deep in the end zone. This one on the ground and rolling into Westwood territory. Takes an opportunistic roll there for Round Rock and is down there at the 43-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors with 3:57 remaining in the first half on the clock for the Warriors to try to even this thing up here in a 14-7 ball game. Sharing our love with your love, of course, that is Raising Cane's, some of my favorite chicken that you are going to find. Those chicken fingers are exceptional, crispy golden brown, and oh my goodness, the dipping sauce. Every time I'm at Raising Cane's, I get me an extra dipping sauce because that dipping sauce really is lit. The only way to say it, like these youngsters say it, and it goes great with anything. Try that with some garlic bread. Bouncing to the outside, here is Wade Allen. He's got a hole over on the right side. Into Round Rock territory, far sideline, driven out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Wade Allen pops it on the far side, but a penalty marker laying back at the 44-yard line. We'll wait on the call here as Wade Allen breaks to the outside, got free and scampered. And it is a holding call against the men in white, so that will come back. Allen, a 53-yard run, erased. And again, with the dangerousness of Wade Allen, as Allen getting in to that second level right there, and you just see the burst of speed. And Allen coming into the game, 116 carries, 898 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's averaging almost 8 yards a carry is Wade Allen. That one will not go on his stat sheet for this evening. And the line of scrimmage is now the 46. And for Westwood, it will be first down and 7. Love those odd ones. 1st and 7. Coming up after the penalty, erases the 53-yard run. Cooper waits, clap of the hands, waits back in, and another one. This one hits Waits in the hands. It's Allen able to fall off on that one. That was, snap seemed to be on the mark that time, just couldn't grasp it in, so it's a loss there. Pretty big loss this time. It was about a 10-yard loss. All the way back to the 34-yard line. Clock rolling at 3:25 remaining here in the first half. Halftime show coming up. We will hit that Vype Live scoreboard, give you a broad look at what's happening around the region and some scores from last night. Presentation of the Westwood Warrior Band, the Best of the West, and the Sundancers. Handing it off, Wade Allen, gaping hole up the middle, and Wade Allen out to the 45, down to the 47. So Allen out past the original line of scrimmage. 12-yard gain there for Mr. Wade. And Westwood will be looking at 3rd down and 7.5 coming up here with 2:45 as the clock continues to roll. 2 timeouts in the back pocket of Cody Moore. Derek Ward with 1. 3rd down and 7, play out of the gun. Waits out, snap almost getting away from him and hands it off and swallowed up. Lots of maroon shirts in the backfield this time, and the charge led this time for Round Rock by Max Williams, the senior defensive lineman. A lot of his buddies with him, and there is the final timeout taken here by Round Rock. So, well, they pointed towards Westwood, but now it looks like it is a Round Rock timeout, so it looks like both teams with 1 remaining. So here in the waning stages, taking a look at what's happening in Vype World. Battle of Georgetown right now. At the half, it is Georgetown leading over Eastview. One of our great listeners on Texas Sports Unfiltered, Chaos Theory, 9 to 10 a.m. Our man Gorgeous Greg from Gorgeous Georgetown giving Eastview a lot of love this week. They're in trouble. 24-0 at the half. Second quarter score, it's Aikens and Austin High knotted up at 7. First quarter score, Westlake leads Bowie by a score of 7-0. Bastrop over Navarro, 16-0 in the first quarter. And first quarter score, it is Liberty Hill 6, Pflugerville, I believe, nothing. 4th down and 10 coming up. And Hanson will get set to punt another one off to the Dillons. Harper and Yeager, they stand back around the 20. Hanson will punt it away from his 34. There's Harper's end-over-end punt once again. This is fielded and faking the pitch this time, but going back the other way is Harper. Got some open ground on the far side, takes it 14 yards all the way out to the 38-yard line, and it'll be first down for Round Rock there with 2:09 remaining. Of course, you've got the 2-minute timeout that's going to factor in there as well, so that's the 1 added timeout that essentially goes to each team. So it will be from the 38. here for this next drive coming up for the maroon-wearing Round Rock Dragons as they travel north to south. Ball placed on the left side hash mark there at that 38-yard line. Dov Stickler with the back lined up to his right. Here's Stickler rolling around, fires, almost intercepted. And there he is once again. It's Trey Kyles trying to hit Carson Griffin here on the near sideline, and Trey Kyles stepped in front of that one and almost had him one in the breadbasket. But it falls incomplete. Clock stops with 2:01 remaining. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Yeager will check out. Harper makes his way back in. Griffin stays on the field. And Barry, who had the big hitter down on the corner here earlier in the second quarter to set up the 1-yard touchdown from Cochran, lining up here to the near side. 2nd down and 10. Stickler out of the gun. 3-step drop, looking downfield, pressure coming from the backside, hit as he throws. That is caught here on the near side. This is Cochran out of the backfield, driven out of bounds at the 45. Pressure coming from the backside from Westwood. But Cochran got himself loose over here on the near side and turns it on right there as he hauls it in. 1:52 remaining, 2-minute timeout right here. It is Round Rock 14, Westwood 7. Warrior football continues in a moment.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Coming out of the 2-minute timeout here in the first half with actually 1:52 remaining after a big grab down the near sideline from Brady Cochran out of the backfield. 1st and 10 for the Round Rock Dragons from the Westwood 45-yard line. Ball on the right side, hash mark, empty backfield set for Stickler. 3 to the top, 2 down to the bottom. Short side is the right side of the field. Play clock at 15. Stickler, a couple of steps up to the line, takes a snap, drops, fires to the far side. That complete at the 41 and wrapped up. Olafson coming in to make the stop. Also there in on the stop is Finn Cheney. So that was Harper who hauled that in. Tried to turn up field with the Westwood secondary. Quickly there to contain him. The ball at the 39. 2nd down and 4. Clock rolling, $1:25 remaining here in the half. Stickler will drop back once again. Fires a deep ball middle of the field. Yeager is there, but the coverage was great. But Yeager able to haul it in. Case back on the coverage. There's contact there, but it's still Yeager that is able to grab that and comes down with a magnificent catch. Deep in the red zone here for Round Rock, and Round Rock in business with 1:15 remaining, 1 timeout, and at the line of scrimmage with 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Stickler up to the line of scrimmage. Cochran stays in the backfield. He's got 1 tutty already down there. He will get the ball. No, Stickler actually, play action, opened in the end zone, and that pass is caught but out of bounds. He's able to hit Daniel Barry, but Barry did not get a foot in. And it falls out of bounds. 55 seconds remaining, 2nd and goal coming up. So here are the Dragons with another opportunity, and checking out is Stickler. Back into the ball game, Jack Apple. Cochran's going to stay in the backfield. Yeager here to the near side as he will split out far and deep. Ball sitting between the hash marks. Apple works out of the pistol. Cochran lined up right behind him. This is Cochran. Cochran continuing to grind forward, but he will not get to the goal line as he stopped at the 1.5-yard line there by the Warriors. Clock rolling with 43 seconds remaining. 14-7 is our score. Had a trio of Warriors that come in to make the stop there on Cochran. Clock rolling at 30 seconds. 3rd and goal now operating from the 2-yard line. Apple stays in at quarterback. Cochran in the backfield. Single receiver to the top, single receiver to the bottom. And this will be Apple holding it, trying to bounce to the outside into the end zone. And it's a 2-yard run for Jack Apple. Appel and Westwood, Round Rock, to end the first half here with 18 seconds remaining. Jack Appel able to get it into the end zone. And here comes Santiago Irizarry to try to tack on the PAT. Just a great drive right there. Didn't take up a whole lot of time. There wasn't a whole lot of time to be taken. A big hitting play puts them right down at the 2-yard line, and Round Rock does not mess around, and they take the most of the opportunity. And with the PAT, 18 seconds remaining here in the first half, it is now a 2-score ball game as Round Rock leads Westwood by a score 21-7. Is our score. So been a very close ball game. A lot of back and forth right there. Some missed opportunities for both squads here in the ball game, but right there when it counted the most, you see Round Rock with taking the opportunity to get that in the end zone. Again, last night you had Vandergrift beating Manor by a score of 62-13. It was Weiss over Lockhart 47-0. Rouse over Colleen Chaparral. It was a 70-7 ball game. Colleen Shoemaker over Bryan 42-19. Elgin over Crockett 70-21. Anderson, how about those Anderson Trojans? 62-3 last night over Cedar Creek. So you didn't have a lot of close ones last night. And we'll get you what's going on tonight in our halftime show. Short kick fielded at the 27-yard line there for the Warriors. And Westwood will have 18 seconds. Let's see what the Warriors choose to do with that time remaining here in the first half, with 1 timeout remaining in a 21-7 ball game.
Westwood has it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Just as we talked about Vista Ridge and Cedar Ridge getting a little out of hand, 1:57 remaining in that game over at Gupton Stadium, and it's now Vista Ridge 24, but storming back to Cedar Ridge Raiders 21. 24-21 in that one. So when that one looked like it might be dead to rights, not so fast, as Lee Corso says. Hutto leads Stony Point 35-7. That's a halftime score. So that is 25-6A. And here is the first down play coming up for the Warriors. Waits out of the gun, sends Mias in motion over to the far side. Fires complete over on the right side. Hitch pass back the other way is Max Mias. That was drawn up perfectly as you had Mias going in motion, and he just travels out to the left side. The pass complete, and then you have the hook and lateral right there going back the other way, and Mias into Round Rock territory. 8 seconds remaining here as the clock resets, so in Dragon territory on the right side hash mark. Here's Westwood up to the line of scrimmage. Mias will check out of the ball game. Wade Allen back in. Norell here to the near side along with Franz. Slot over to the right side. Norell in motion going from left to right. Clap of the hands. Here's Cooper Waits dropping back, looking downfield. He will fire a deep ball looking for his receiver down there, trying to hit Asher David. Asher David goes up between 2 Dragons and almost pulls it down, but not quite enough. That'll be the final play here of the first half from Dr. R.L. Peters Jr. Field on the campus of Round Rock High School. Dragon Stadium, historic Dragon Stadium. Battle of the Bell, homecoming night for the Dragons. And the Dragons in command as they head to the locker room. It's Round Rock 21, Westwood 7. We'll go down on the field for our halftime show when Westwood Warrior football continues in a moment.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Halftime, 21-7 lead for the Round Rock Dragons over the Westwood Warriors at the Battle of the Bell 2025 at Dragon Stadium on Vype Live. And we get set to head down to the field for our weekly performance of the Westwood Warriors Sun Dancers and the Round Rock Dragon Band, Best of the West.
The Sun Dancer line officers are Junior Lieutenant Shelley Buck, Junior Lieutenant Elizabeth Burke, Senior Lieutenant Lexi Laughlin, and the Sun Dancer Major Elliot Richards. The Sun Dancer Social Board is Paige Jim, Anna Ruan, Suhani Soretti, and President Caroline Johnson. The Sunshine Award goes to Gracie Lynn McKay. The Sun Dancer of the Week is Yuja Yu. And now, presenting the Westwood Sun Dancers. Sun Dancers would like to thank Platinum sponsor Cook, Brooks, Johnson Law Firm, and Gold sponsors Fat Dragon, Thundercloud, the Ruan family, and Lending Green Mortgage. Good evening. We continue tonight's halftime entertainment as we welcome to the field the Westwood High School Warrior Band. The Warrior Band will be performing all of their 2025 competition show entitled Red. And now, please enjoy the Warrior Band's performance of Red.
together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now follow me on the east sideline of Dragon Stadium for your entertainment tonight. The Round Rock High School is proud to present the award-winning Dragon Band and Dragonettes. Throughout their storied history, the Dragon Band and Dragonettes have entertained audiences around the world and have competed at the highest levels of our nation's programs, earning countless awards and victories. And now, celebrating another fabulous year of pride and precision, we present the Round Rock High School Dragonettes. The Dragonettes are led on the field by Social Officer Sandy Watson, Social Officer Jessica Tan, Vice President Madison Lovett, and President Haley Stone Street. The Dragonettes dance officers are Major Ginger Snow, Major Abby Hamilton, Lieutenant Colonel Kiana Harty, and Colonel Molly Firth. Congratulations to the Spirit Girl of the Week, Maddie Cawthorn. Congratulations to the Officer's Choice of the Week, Noelia de la Manuencinas. And congratulations to the Dragonette of the Week, Alicia Natarajan. Tonight the Dragonettes will be performing a jazz kick routine to Feel This Moment. Of Tori Lover and Stanley Hayes. Managers are Ansley Nero and Kendall Vossick. The Dragonettes would like to say a great big thank you to all our sponsors this year. We appreciate your continued support of our organization and investment in our community. Thank you to our platinum sponsors, Rudy's, Compass Real Estate Texas LLC, Beth Fitz Maurice, Airco Mechanical, and Arkham Medical Associates. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Round Rock High School's 2025 Homecoming Ceremony. Student Council would like to recognize their platinum sponsor, Beth Fitzmaurice, Realtor with Compass. Whether you're looking to find the perfect home for your family or invest in your future, Beth is here to help. Thank you, Beth, for your incredible support of Student Council and Round Rock High School. We would like to begin by welcoming back last year's homecoming queen, Avery Blankenship. She will assist in crowning this year's king and queen. The 2025 Homecoming Sword Arch will be conducted by the Round Rock High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC cadets under the instruction of retired United States Marine Master Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Olmeda. This year's team is commanded by Senior Cadet Lieutenant Colonel David Barnes. The other members of the Sword Arch are Junior Cadet Sergeant Major Caitlin Olson, Senior Cadet Captain Lucy Perry, Senior Cadet Second Lieutenant Caleb Roscoe, Junior Cadet First Sergeant Sylvia Malone, Junior Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Teju Malu, and Junior Cadet Staff Sergeant Presley Wood, and Sophomore Cadet Corporal Lena Alfaro. We would now like to introduce the 2025 Round Rock High School Homecoming Duke Royalty. Our Duke is Cameron Kinzel. Cameron Kinzel is a member of the Junior Varsity Dragon Band as a percussionist. He is also a member of the Round Rock Christian Church Chancel Choir and Praise Band. He is looking forward to continuing his education in the Round Rock ISD 18+ program next year. Congratulations to our 2025 Duke.
While they are working to get the homecoming festivities going, we'll take a quick look at the Vype Live scoreboard while this is all being set up. Of course, our score here, 21-7 is the score, with Round Rock leading over Westwood. Battle of Georgetown. Georgetown leads Eastview 31-0. Cedar Ridge over Glen, or Cedar Park over Glen. That is a 28-0 ball game. Liberty Hill over Pflugerville, 28-3. These are second quarter scores at the half. Austin High leads Aikens, 14-7. Eastview over Northeast, 28-0, second quarter. Lago Vista leads Smithville, 32-7. It is Conley leading McAllen, 24-15. That is a halftime score. Let's go back down to the field.
Reading history and listening to classic country music. She's joined today by her twin, Jeremy, and mom, Jeanette. Ryan Crosby is an officer of Thespians and was a 2024 nominee and 2025 winner of the Hello Awards for Young Artist Best Supporting Actor. He has accumulated 5 professional credits at Zach Theater and plans to pursue a BFA in musical theater and dance. Ryan is a member of the National Honor Society and recognized by the National Hispanic Recognition Program. He's joined today by his mother, Tilly, father, Burke, and sister, Brooke. Next are Samantha Zhang and Andrew Su. Samantha Zhang is our student body vice president, a leader of the Dragon Pride Dance Company, and CEO of the Round Rock High School Co-op. She is also co-president of the Brown Bag Project and president of AAC. Samantha is in the top 5% of her class, and after high school plans to study business. She is joined today by her mother, Ying, and father, John. Andrew Su is the president of the class of 2026 Student Council, president of Nu Alpha Theta, and captain of the school's math team.
He also co-leads Project Red, a charitable nonprofit supporting local communities. A National Merit semifinalist, AIME qualifier, and top 5% of his class, he hopes to study math and pursue a finance career. He's joined today by his mother, Bora, father, Masuk, and sibling, Gray. Next are Madeline Morrison and David Lay. Maddie Morrison is a member of PALS, National Honor Society, and is head drum major of the Dragon Band. She serves in her church's children ministry, is parliamentarian for her class in National Charity League, and has volunteered over 300 hours in high school. She's an AP Scholar with Distinction and a National Merit Commended Scholar. She's joined today by her mother, Adina, father, Matthew, and sister, Chloe. David Lay is a drum major for the Dragon Band and plays the French horn. In 2024, he toured the country with the Phantom Regiment Drum and Bugle Corps and is going to New York in 2026 to perform at Carnegie Hall. David also serves as a pal and loves working with kids. He's excited to pursue a career in music education. He's joined today by his father, Ty Lee, mother, Tao Lee, and brother, Brandon Lee. Next are Nyla Beecham and Reese Yost. Nyla Beecham is a Zoe Orafios Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society and is on the Round Rock High School varsity volleyball team. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA and plans to major in civil engineering in college. She is joined by her mom, Sangeetha, dad, John, and siblings, Karina and Presley. Reese Yost is on the football team here at Round Rock. He is also a member of the National Honor Society, Young Men's Service League, and president of his class for YMSL. Reese is also part of the PALS and plans to attend college while studying business. He's joined today by his mother, Naomi, father, Chris, and sister, Ashley. Next are Riley Sanders and Enzo D'Arosho. Riley Sanders proudly represents Lady Rock Soccer as a varsity player, has been a part of the program for 4 years, and has competed in recreation and club soccer since she was 4 years old. In fact, as the sole female player on boys teams for many years, the opposing boys would fearfully scream to each other, "We have to play her again," when they saw her boldly enter the field. Riley is excited to continue her academic career at Texas State University. She's honored to be on the homecoming court and is joined today by her mother, Tori, father, Eric, and twin brothers, Hayden and Jackson. Enzo D'Arosio is a 3-year men's varsity soccer player. He has also played club soccer since he was 4. He is joined today by his father, Daniel, his mother, Kimberly, and his sister, Elise. Next are Landry Schneider and Beck Muirhead. Landry Schneider plays on the varsity volleyball team. She is vice president of the Sweethearts and a mentor for elementary students through PALS. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA and plans to attend Texas A&M and pursue a degree in construction science. She's joined today by her father, Ross, and mother, Shanna. Beck Muirhead is involved in Young Life, Dragon Nation, and Young Men's Service League. He is a member of the Round Rock Golf Team, a 3-time academic all-district golfer, and a National Merit Commended Scholar. He plans to attend Texas A&M next fall and pursue a degree in industrial distribution. He's joined today by his mother, Nicole, father, Todd, and brother, Colson. Next are Sarah Chain and Ronald Chow. Sarah Chain is a member of the National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, PALS, Mu Alpha Theta, and DECA. She is co-president of Jesus Loves You Club, band section leader, and an active volunteer at her church. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her. She's joined today by her father, Austin, mother, Julie, and brother, Andrew. Ronald Chow is captain of the water polo team and a member of the swim team. He has gone to region twice in his water polo career. Ronald plans to continue his athletic and academic journey in college while studying business. He is joined today by his mother, Annie, and father, Chris. Next are Chloe Bacha and Shia Stickler. Chloe Bacha is captain of the varsity's cheer team and a 2-time All-American cheerleader. Chloe serves as president of the Round Rock Sweethearts Service Organization and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Chloe plans to study neuroscience in hopes of becoming a physical therapist. She is joined today by her mother, Christy, father, Todd, and brother, Hudson. Shia Stickler is a 2-year varsity football player and member of the team's leadership council, as well as a 3-year varsity lacrosse player and team captain. He is vice president of the Young Men's Service League and serves as a pal at Elsa England Elementary. Next year, he plans to study business at the University of Texas at Austin. He is joined today by his mother, Jamie, and father, Alan. Next are Molly Firth and Luke Walker. Molly Firth serves as the 2025-26 Dragonette Colonel and previously served as the 2024-25 Major. She is a Round Rock sweetheart and has trained in pre-professional dance company, earning multiple regional and national awards. She is joined today by her mother, Summer, father, Edward, and her sister, Addie. Luke Walker has been involved in the Round Rock High School men's soccer and auto tech programs. He has received the Academic Achievement Award for his freshman, sophomore, and junior years. He holds an unweighted 4.0 GPA and is looking to attend Texas A&M University next fall. He is joined today by his father, Rex, and mother, Jennifer. Next are Madison Groff and Jacob Moore. Madison Groff is involved in PALS, DECA, and Sweethearts. She serves as president of National English Honor Society and vice president of National Spanish Honor Society. Her future plans include majoring in public health to pursue a career in healthcare. She's joined today by her father, Jason, mother, Shelby, and brothers, Tyler and Callan. Jacob Moore is in football, student council, and does photography for the Round Rock High School Athletics and Dragon Nation. He plans to attend TCU to pursue a medical career. He's walked out by his grandma, Renee Carden, who has worked at Round Rock since he was a freshman. He's joined today by his mother, Camille, father, Andrew, grandmother, Renee, grandfather, Jerry, and sister, Lily. Next are Reese Nieto and Luke Rodriguez. Reese Nieto has been involved with the National Charity League for the past 6 years. She currently serves as president of Sweethearts, is an active member of the PALS program, and holds a leadership role with Young Life Round Rock. After graduation, Reese plans to further her education and is currently exploring her university options. She is joined today by her mother, Amy, father, John, brother Bradley, and sisters, Ava and Berkeley. Luke Rodriguez is a 3-year varsity football and 2-year varsity baseball letterman, earning all district and academic honors in both. He is a team captain and member of FCA and National Honor Society. He plans to play college baseball after graduation. And he makes the perfect omelet. If you know, you know. He is joined today by his mother, Carolina, and father, Chris. And our final members of the court are Ivy Parada and Cade Goddard. Ivy Parada is a 4-year letterman and captain of the track team, a 4x400 state qualifier, and 2-time school record holder. A Region 4 800-meter bronze medalist, Ivy lettered in cross country and choir, earning All-State Soprano 1 honors twice. She's in National Honor Society and is a member of Zoe. She plans to run Division I track and study biology. She is joined today by her father, Ben, mother, Mercedes, and brother, Benjamin. Cade Goddard is a member of the Round Rock varsity baseball team, PALS, YMSL, and the National Honor Society. This past season, Cade was selected for 3rd team and academic all-district for varsity baseball. Cade plans to pursue his baseball career and a degree in aeronautical science. He is joined today by his mother, Tawny, and father, Clay. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2025 Homecoming Court. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Round Rock High School proudly presents our 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. David Lay and Samantha Zhang.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
At Speedy Mart, we keep it moving. Snacks, drinks, last-minute stuff, you're in, you're out, and back to whatever you were doing. We're not just a regular corner store. We're more than that. And we've got more of what you're looking for.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Homecoming at Round Rock High School. There you go. There is your presentation. King and Queen crowned. The business at hand here for the Battle of the Bell. Round Rock leads Westwood by a score of 21-7. Here from Dragon Stadium on the campus of Round Rock High School. Rodney Rodriguez with you here at the stadium. Back at the Vype Live Studios. Command Central is my buddy Christina Weber-Bertrand taking care of business back there at Command Central as the Westwood Warriors make their way back out onto the field in a two-score ball game here with the Round Rock Dragons. As the Dragons make their way back out as well. Set for a second half. Don't let the 21-7 score fool you. That final touchdown for Round Rock coming at the waning moments of the first half. Very tight ball game right here. We were predominantly 14-7 for most of that first half. You had some back and forth, only one turnover in the ball game. The only negative here that we've had in the contest is the penalty markers have been flying aplenty here tonight. But we are on to the second half, and the tightly contested district battle continues to roll on. Hutto taking care of business 35-7 right now at the half over Stony Point. Vista Ridge and Cedar Ridge is 24-21 at last check. And of course, last night Vandergrift winning over Maynard 62-13. Kind of went through some of the not playoff scenarios but remaining schedule stuff a little bit earlier in the broadcast of what we're dealing with here. So again, if you're looking at Westwood, again with a half to play here, but you got Stony Point next week, then on the road at Monroe to take on Vandy, and then finishing off the season with Vista Ridge. So still in playoff contention is Westwood, very much so. A win here tonight would handily help those playoff efforts. Of course, Round Rock here with Westwood tonight, then Stony Point and Vandergrift. The schedule to look at that we talked about earlier, the 4-0 Hutto Hippos after Stony Point at Vista Ridge, and then McNeil as we get set for the second half kickoff. That one on the ground, but able to field it there as Harper runs up to make the grab there. The ball kind of gets away from him, but he's able to fall back on top of it. I like to say it stayed right in front of him, kind of the term that I like to use right there. So we are underway, getting set here for the third quarter. Round Rock will take possession here to start the ball game, and they will travel north to south across your computer, smart TV, phone, or if you're audio only, left to right. First down for the Dragons. Here is Stickler back in the ball game. First down play, hands it off. This is Cochran. Cochran, big hole at the 35. He's wrapped up there as he advances out to the 37-yard line. Dropped there by Finn Cheney on the 1st and 10. Drive started at the 29. So it'll be first down, a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down and 2 coming up for Round Rock. Just underway here in the third quarter on homecoming night from Dragon Stadium. Round Rock with a 2-score advantage, 21-7. Stickler out of the gun once again. 4-man front for Westwood. 2 linebackers as they get set to go. Now Stickler with a back in the backfield running out of the pistol formation. Stands. Calls for the ball. He will once again hand it off to Cochran. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage as Jack Kelly, the senior linebacker who wears 13, comes up to make the hit there. And big bad Jacob Brown also in on the stop as well. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Round Rock in the burnt orange tops. Westwood in the icy whites tonight here on the road at Dragon in the Battle of the Bell 2025. Again, the Railroad Bell goes home with the winner of this contest tonight. It currently resides right here behind, right here over to my left at Round Rock High School. Here's Stickler out of the gun, clap of the hands. He will hand it, or keep it on the far side. This is Appel. Appel's got all kinds of running room on the far side, and Appel runs out of bounds on the far side. All of the activity was going right up the middle. And Appel scampers out to the far side and takes it down the field for about 43 yards, and that's a big-time first down here for Round Rock. Big play here early in the second half, 10:33 remaining. Appel out of the gun, empty backfield. 4 receivers down here to the bottom. Appel's going to keep it himself again at the 20, the 15. He's hit there, but he advances all the way out to the 13-yard line. He's finally hit and knocked out of bounds right there once again, and it is Cheney coming up to make the stop once again. But Round Rock in the red zone. Ball spotted officially, trying to get the down and distance for you all. It is at the 18-yard line. Ball sitting at the, the 13-yard line. Ball sitting over on the left side hash mark. As Round Rock quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Stickler back in the ball game. You see Appel in there, and you see the wheels on number 5. Here's Stickler out of the gun. Single back in the backfield is Cochran. Stickler turns, hands it off. Cochran running left. Breaks a few tackles there, but he is brought down by Avery Hilton after a gain of about 3.5 yards. To bring up 2nd down and 6. Officially 3 on the carry, so 2nd down and 7. 9:39 remaining here in the third quarter. And up to the line of scrimmage. Sticklers, 2 receivers to the near side. Motion coming from the far side, left to right. Handing it off. And scampering through for about 3 yards. That is Serwatis. Serwatis for 3 yards, and Cochran will check back in. So keeping the backs fresh right here, the Round Rock offense. Also checking back into the ball game is Jonah Musey, junior tight end. As Round Rock set to go with a 3rd down and 4 play, working from the 7-yard line. Up to the line of scrimmage, ball sitting just shy of the left side hash mark. Empty backfield set, motion coming left to right. And a timeout taken there by Westwood just as that play was about to fire off. 8:41 to go in the third quarter. It's Round Rock leading Westwood by a score of 21-7. Warrior football continues in a moment.
We're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
First time out of the half right there taken by Westwood, with Round Rock driving down the field on the opening possession here of the half, facing a 3rd down and 5 from the Westwood 7-yard line. And the Dragon offense trots back out onto the field, trying to add to their 14-point advantage here in the third. And it will be Appel out of the gun. Cochran stands behind him as they work out of the pistol formation. Yeager in motion. Here is Appel. He fakes the pitch, but Jacob Brown waiting for him right there and says, no, sir, not this time.
Jacob Brown with the tackle.
And down goes Appel. And it'll bring up a 4th down coming up here for the Dragons. May have lost a yard, so 4th down and 4. And onto the field will come Santiago Irizarry. And he will line up for what looks to be a 25-yard field goal, and he is right between the hashes, so he is straight up. Kick is up. Westwood gets a hold of that one, and it is no good. No good. The Westwood defense with a stop and the ball in the end zone there, and it is downed. So second field goal attempt there for Irizarry, and he's 0 for 2 on field goals. He's made all the PATs. However, Westwood, as they did in the first quarter, able to stall a drive deep on their own side of the field. It'll be 1st down for Westwood as the ball rolls through the end zone and is down there by Westwood. This should be out to the 20-yard line. And it'll be the Warriors traveling from south to north, right to left to start their first drive of the half. Offense makes their way back out. Cooper waits. We have seen Alex Smith tonight as well. Wade Allen in the backfield. Now the ball being moved over to the right side hash mark. Single receiver split to each side for the 1st down play with 8 minutes remaining here in the third. Clap of the hands. Waits. Hands it off to Allen. Allen running left. Nothing doing. Trying to get forward there. She had Rodriguez, Lyons in on the stop there, right across the front of the Round Rock defensive line, also converging in. Shia Stickler, saw him in the homecoming festivities. Didn't have a football player as a homecoming king this time, which is totally fine. 2nd down and 9. Cooper waits. Rolling left, fires over the middle. That pass is almost intercepted. He's trying to hit Charlie Fry. He had a couple of Dragons going for that, and they came together right there as Adam Ferguson in the middle of the play there, along with Hunter Wyndham. And that was a dangerously thrown pass right there as Charlie Fry was in man-to-man coverage. Second defender comes up. Botched that one up pretty nicely. 7:18 remaining in the third. Clock stops on the incompletion. 3rd down and 9. Line of scrimmage is the 21-yard line for Westwood. Allen stays in the backfield. Here's Waits. Dropping back. Looking right. Fires a deep ball. He's got a receiver trying to get to Mias, but it's just a little too much on it. Mias dives for it. He's not able to get back to it. Omar Estrada back on the coverage for Round Rock. 4th down and 9 coming up from the 21-yard line. And we will see Hansen back out for another punt. Dylan Yeager dropping back along with Dylan Harper. Actually, Cooper Waits is on the field, but now he will drop back. Get ready to quick kick this thing away when, actually, he is going to throw the ball. Waits fires over the middle. That's caught in the middle of the field for a 1st down. Big time play right there, and you've been waiting for Drew Norrell to have his presence felt, and you see it right there on a 4th and long. Rolling the dice is Westwood, and it's a 1st down all the way down to the 42-yard line with Norrell. First catch of the night for number 4. Westwood quickly back up to the line of scrimmage once again. Ball in the center of the field between the hash marks. Waits, clap of the hands. 2-step drop, looking, pressure in his face. Fires deep down the far side in the direction of Norrell. Big time pressure coming right up the middle from the Round Rock front. He had a face full of big Max Williams once again there, wearing number 90 for the maroon and white. 6:43 to go in the third. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 42-yard line here for the men in white. Wade Allen in the backfield. Franz to the bottom side. Norell is up on the top. Here's Allen trying to get to the outside. Shakes one tackler, but will not shake the second one. Initial penetration coming through there from Stickler. So Shy Stickler with that initial contact, and then 95, Zahid Lyons to finish him off. Loss on the play, about 5. And 3rd down and 15 coming up for Westwood. Clock rolling, 6:25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Charlie Fry will line up in the slot position over on the right side. 2 receivers split to the bottom side. And a receiver up to the far side, 3-man front. Here is Waits, pressure coming from the backside, trying to spin and elude, will get away from the first would-be tackler as he had Max Williams there, but he's not able to get away from Lyons. Able to finish him off. Lyons, pardon me, that was actually Luke Rodriguez in on the stop, with that initial penetration coming through from Williams. That'll bring up another 4th down for Westwood, 4th down and 12. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line. Ball sitting on their left side hash mark. Offense stays on the field, 5:42 remaining. Dropping back out of into the gun formation once again is Waits. He hit Norell on the last 4th down. 4th and long here once again for Westwood. Dropping back, deep ball trying to hit Norell once again. Fires that one, and that one too long. Throws it into double coverage. Back on the coverage for Round Rock. He had Omar Estrada, and running back there with him, Colin Padaville. Ball will go over on downs to Round Rock, and as Round Rock has done several times tonight, they will have the ball in Westwood territory. Here to start their 2nd drive. First drive all the way down the field that results in a missed field goal. Tell you about Reale's, friends. Your home away from Rome. That great Italian food, it is Reale's. They've been a proud sponsor of Westwood football for years and years and years. Reale's, your home away from home, proud supporter of Westwood football. 1st down. Here's Stickler out of a not very deep shotgun, fires over the middle. That one is complete, breaking the tackle. It's going to be a house call into the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the night for Daniel Berry. 40 yards for the Round Rock touchdown. Little different formation right there as Stickler lined up about 3 yards deep out of the gun and just hits a quick cutting route across the middle side there, and Berry trots it into the end zone. And here comes Irizarry for the extra point. Out of the hole of Stokes. Kick is up and good. Round Rock duplicates what they did in the first half. Field goal no good on the first drive, but a touchdown on the 2nd drive. 5:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's Round Rock 28, Westwood 7. Warrior football continues in a moment.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
28-7. Round Rock lead here from Dragon Stadium, live on Vype Live.
Back deep for the Warriors, number 3, Matt Meas, number 7, Hilton Case. Teeing it up for the Dragons.
Meas and Case back deep for Westwood. Here is Uri to kick it off. This one a short kick. It'll be fielded at the 29-yard line. Out to the 35, maybe the 36 on the forward progress. So about a 6-yard return on the Irizarry kick. As on the return for Westwood, it's Ryan Edson. So 1st down coming up for the Warriors now in a 3-score ball game. Here for the Round Rock Dragons on homecoming night. Warriors break the huddle over on the far sideline and make their way out onto the field, desperately needing to get some points on the board right here with 5:08 to go in the 3rd. Waits with Wade Allen in the backfield. Charlie Fry will line up the tight end in the slot here to the near side over on the left side. Slot right also. 4 wide receiver set. Waits, clap of the hands. Drops back, looking, pressure as the pocket collapses. Waits will tuck it and run. And Waits out past the 45. And it'll be to the 47-yard line for a Westwood first down. So Waits able to get out of the rush there coming from the Dragons as that pocket did collapse. Just the pressure tonight from the Round Rock front has been intense on this Westwood quarterback here tonight. First and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Here are the Warriors. Waits with 2 receivers put to each side. Wade Allen in the backfield. Another low snap, and Wade Allen falls on top of this one. So I believe that is about the 5th one tonight. Just been having a little bit of trouble with that snap there out of the gun from the 47 all the way back to the 42-yard line. To bring up second down and 16 coming up for the Warriors. 4:58 remaining in the third quarter. Now the clock will begin to roll. To the line of scrimmage. Waits out of the pistol with Wade Allen behind him. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Waits drops back, fires over the middle, pass high to Norrell, the intended receiver. Back on the coverage for the Dragons, Colton Shane.
3rd and 15.
They bring up 3rd and 15 coming up for Westwood. 4:42 remaining in the third. 28-7 ball game. And to the line come the Dragons. Passing situation right here for Round Rock. Hamburger offensive line trying to control that rush. Waits fires in the direction of Norrell. But nothing doing as Shane back on the coverage once again. To bring up a 4th down and 15 coming up from their own 42-yard line for Westwood. Westwood, without thought, has gone for 4th down every time here in the second half. Looks like that's going to be the case again once again as Waite stays out on the field. Ryan Edson checks back into the ball game. Charlie Fry, so it'll be a 2 tight end set. Single receiver split to each side. Allen in the backfield. Now the tight ends line up on the tackle's backside. Waits will quick kick this one, and it takes a really good, nice Westwood roll inside the 10, still rolling all the way down to the 1-yard line. And down there nicely by Drew Norrell, so it'll be first down for the Dragons with 99 yards to go as they will work from their own 1-yard line over on the left side hash mark as they travel from left to right here in the third. If you are looking for residential, commercial, farm and ranch, land development, there's one dude to call, and it is my man, Big Ed Lundry. He's helped over 1,200 families buy, sell, and invest in real estate, and he's ready to help you as well. Again, longtime supporter of Westwood Athletics. Ed Lundry, doesn't matter the type, residential, commercial, farm and ranch, he will take care of you. He will be ready to hear from you and get he and his team to work right away. It is Ed Lundry, again, longtime supporter of Westwood Warrior football. Penalty marker on the field there at the end of that play. Haven't gotten the indication yet, but the presumed line of scrimmage is the 1-yard line as it was down there by Drew Norrell. So we will get the officiating crew all together out of the Austin chapter of referees. As always, on the job here once again. And if you're interested in being a referee, you hear those spots that we run right here on Vype Live, and this is against Westwood. Line of scrimmage now, the 16-yard line, so a 15-yard penalty. So if you're interested in that, there's always a need for officials, not just in football. Get out on the field, make an impact, and become a sports official. First and 10 from the 16-yard line for Round Rock with 4:25 to go in the third quarter. With a 28-7 lead here over Westwood in the Battle of the Bell. Motion from the far side, handing it off. This is Cochran. And Cochran will advance out past the 20 to the 21-yard line for a gain of 4. It'll bring up second down and 6.
Green with the tackle.
Green in on the stop for Westwood.
5 is what that is. It'll be second down and 5.
So the Warriors defense being called upon once again as we hit the 4-minute mark remaining here in the third at Dragon Stadium. And Appel makes his way back into the ball game. We've seen Appel score a touchdown, and he's used the wheels each and every time that he's come in out of the gun. This time he will hand it off, bouncing to the outside. It's Cochran, hard running, should be enough for the first down, all the way down to the 28-yard line, and it will be a first down for Round Rock. So the chains advance over on the far side. So 5 comes into the ball game, and Westwood immediately keying to see if you're going to have the mobile quarterback do some damage right there. Turns around and hands it off to Big 26. Cochran pops it out for 7 yards and a first down. So the ball still sitting on the left side hash mark. And then a quick huddle. Here's Appel. Cochran stays in the backfield. 2 receivers split to the bottom. Single receiver short side left. Out of the gun. Here's Appel. He's going to keep on the far side off the zone read, advancing past the 35 down to about the 37-yard line. Gets all he needs for the first down plus an extra yard. So that should be a move of the chains over on the far side, advancing all the way out to the 38-yard line. And it looks like a timeout taken on the field, and we will take it with them. 3:03 remaining in the third quarter. Round Rock leads Westwood by a score of 28-7 from Dragon Stadium on Vype Live. Warrior football continues in a moment.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
28-7 is our score, with Round Rock leading in the Battle of the Bell. Again, for the Warriors next week, it'll be Stony Point. Same time, same channel. We will have it right here for you on Vype Live. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff for another battle right there. This one with STP. STP taking on Hutto tonight at last check, 35-7, trailing to the Hippos.
Round Rock has it first and 10.
First and 10 coming up for the Dragons from their own 38-yard line. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Clap of the hands, motion, fires, complete here to the near side, turning upfield, breaks a tackle at the 38, scampering out to the 40, the 45, and goes down there is Dylan Yeager. Yeager with a gain of 7, hard-earned 7 yards right there. Jacob Brown in on the stop.
Gain of 7 on the play.
For the Dragons. Ball sitting just shy of the 45-yard line, but we'll call it second down and 3. Now over on the right side hash mark. For the second down play coming up, as now the clock begins to roll with 2:20 remaining in the third. To the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. The slot is over on the left side. Motion coming across. It's Yeager once again. Clap of the hands. Here is the handoff. Stickler gives it to Cochran. Cochran to the midfield stripe into Westwood territory, down to the 49-yard line for another Round Rock first down. So Round Rock leaning heavily here on Brady Cochran in the third quarter as they try to wind that clock down. And it looks like we do have a Warrior down on the field, so training staff will make their way over to check on the injured Warrior. Again, our game presented here on Vype Live by the Westwood Warrior Athletic Booster Club and their fine sponsors, Spicewood Dermatology, Speedy Mart, Handles, Raising Cane's, Reales, Grimaldi's, Cole Brick Oven Pizzeria, Highland Dairy, Ed Lundry, The Great, Jenny Ray, and Caprimo. All of those proud sponsors. Additional information about Westwood Athletics, you can always find it warriorsports.org. That is the spot for all of your Westwood Warrior athletic competition teams. As Liam Curtis up on his feet there, the injured Warrior. under his own power.
High school cheerleaders. It was a close battle all night with great efforts from both sides.
And a first down and 10 play coming up for the Dragons as they work from the Westwood 49-yard line here with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Ball sitting on the right side hash mark. So the Dragon offense back out on the field here for the final 120 seconds of the third stanza. And here is Dov Strickler. Turns, hands, reverse, back to Stickler. Stickler fires down the field. That one, great job getting the hand on that one. The one paw up from Josh Hansen.
Stickler's pass incomplete.
Receiver pretty much an open field right there, but Hansen able to get the paw up, and Griffin will not haul that one in, so incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up on the reverse trickery, then back to Stickler for the pattern. Second and 10, still working from the 49. 3 receivers to the top, empty set to the bottom of your screen. Stickler out of the gun, Cochran in the backfield. Stickler turns, hands it off. This is Cochran at the 40, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, and that will be a first down. Line to gain right there was the 39-yard line, and a Warrior down on the field now back here around midfield. So once again, the training staff will make their way out to check on the downed Warrior. We will step away momentarily. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Been talking about this game and our game updates throughout the night, and that is Josh Hansen, who was injured on the play, and he is up under his own power, making his way to the Westwood sideline. What looked like it might be a little bit of a getaway game over at Gupton is continuing to be a barn burner in the third quarter with 2:10 remaining. It's Vista leading Cedar Ridge by a score of 24-27, and that is huge for both of those teams, as Vista sitting at 2-2 and Cedar Ridge at 2-3. Round Rock right behind Vista. So it could be a little bit of a shakeup in the standings right there, depending how that one shakes out. Here's the handoff to Cochran. He's at the 35, down to the 34-yard line, carrying would-be tacklers with him. Coming in on the stop for Westwood, it's Jack Kelly.
Jack Kelly with the tackle.
We'll bring up second down and 5, clock rolling with 1:15 remaining. And back into the ball game for the Warriors is Liam Curtis. Good to see him back in after he was down on the turf a couple of plays ago. But big Liam back in, and he will resume his spot there right over the football on the defensive front for Westwood. Stickler out of the gun. Cochran over to his right. 2 receivers split to the far side. Single receiver down to the bottom. Leaning on Cochran once again. Cochran running left, or right, pardon me. Advances out past the 30 down to the 28-yard line. So Cochran just churning the wheels right there. He'll be spelled here momentarily as Ryan Serwatis makes his way back into the ball game. Give 26 a little bit of a blow right there as we are under 40 seconds remaining at 35 as the clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. For a first down and 10 play from the Westwood 28-yard line. Stickler out of the gun. Serwatis lined up to his left. 2 to the top, 1 down to the bottom from the right side hash mark. Snap, handing it off. Serwatis right up the middle. The C's part, and he is wrapped up at the 21-yard line as the tackle there for Westwood is the very busy tonight, Dre Kiles. Under 10 seconds remaining. Round Rock already making their way off the field, so that will be the final play of the third quarter. 3 down, 1 more quarter to go in the Battle of the Bell here at Dragon Stadium tonight. Continuing tradition since 1981. It's Round Rock 28, Westwood 7. Fourth quarter coming up when Westwood Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Start the fourth quarter. It will be 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Round Rock Dragons from the Westwood 21-yard line as they shift sides. And now the maroon-wearing Round Rock Dragons will be traveling right to left or south to north. And the 2nd down play coming up to start the fourth quarter. Out of the guns, Appel hands it off. Serwatus trying to find some running room. Nothing there. Elijah Sanchez in on the stop for Westwood.
It's a loss of 1 on that play.
They lost a couple there to bring up 2nd down and, 3rd down and 5.
Maybe even 3.
3rd and 5 on the play coming up here as the ball sitting in between the hash marks at the 24-yard line here for the Dragons.
3rd and 6 for the Dragons.
To the line of scrimmage. Here's Stickler out of the gun, running out of the pistol. That's Appel, and he hands it off to Cochran. Cochran breaking tackles into the open field at the 5, hits a tackle, runs him over into the end zone. Touchdown, Round Rock. 25 yards. Brady Cochran looking like a bulldozer going through the Westwood defense. And Round Rock adds another here to start the fourth quarter. Santiago Irizarry make his way out on for the extra point. Play clock rolling, or play clock is not rolling right here as there's a meeting of the officials back at the goal line. Looked like a pretty clear touchdown there. I don't know if they're maybe going over where Cochran may have gone down, but it looked like he was pretty clear with the ball across the plane of the goal line. And the ball sitting in extra point position. So this with 11:15 remaining here in the ball game. Currently waiting here for the PAT. Off of this latest Round Rock touchdown, a 25-yard run for Brady Cochran. And now Irizarry set to go. Snap is good, the hold is down, and Irizarry puts it right through the uprights. 11:15 remaining in the ball game. Round Rock 35, Westwood 7. Warrior football continues on Vype Live in just a moment.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Highland Dairy, great sponsor for Westwood Warrior football, as the Warriors trail here to Round Rock, 35-7. Irizarry will get set to kick this away. Case stands back with Mapsmius. Irizarry with the ball on the tee at the 40, kicking it right to left. Mias will let this roll into the end zone, so it'll be first down. Westwood at the 25 with 11:15 remaining. So So those schedules once again for McNeil. What's left for the Mavericks, who currently sit at 4-1, deadlocked there with Vandegrift. Of course, McNeil holding the tiebreaker there, winning over Vandegrift last week. Cedar Ridge next week, then Manor, and then Hutto. So you could have, depending the trajectory, that if Hutto continues to be on what they have been doing, you could have that season finale between those two. That could be possibly for your district championship. A lot of football to go, though. Just an early projection. Alex Smith now takes the helm at quarterback. We see him for the third time tonight. Alex drops back. He's got plenty of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Penalty marker. And he's hit and dropped big time. Two of the big uns off of the defensive line. Come in to make the stop. 95 leading the charge right there as Lions in on the stop. And the penalty there, holding against Westwood, and they will decline that. Second down, and we'll call that 21 coming up here with 11:04 remaining. Here's Smith up to the line of scrimmage. Mias to the bottom of your screen, two receivers to the top.
Second and 21 for the Warriors.
Wade Allen stays in the backfield, clap of the hands. Smith hands it off to Wade Allen, and he's quickly ridden down as he tries to go over on the far side. Zach Winsing along with Shane coming in on the stop for Round Rock. It'll bring up 3rd and 20 now for Westwood with 10:30 remaining here in the contest. Ball sitting at the 15-yard line of the Warriors. Warriors to the line of scrimmage. Allen stays in the backfield, trips down to the bottom. One of them is the tight end, Charlie Fry. Clap of the hands. Alex Smith drops back, looking downfield. Pocket collapses once again. Alex fires this. Norrell comes back to get it, but can't hold on to it. And the pass incomplete. Massive pressure once again, as it was Max Williams right in the face of Alex Smith once again, and Smith did all he could to get rid of it, and Norrell charged back about 5 yards to get it, but could not hold on to it. 10:02 remaining in the ball game. And Josh Hansen will make his way out. Gets set to kick this away. So here is Hansen. He stands at the goal line to punt this one away. Round Rock not dropping anyone back. Looks like they may bring some heat right here as they bring an additional man up to the front. This takes a bounce at the 41 and rolls the wrong direction and is down at the 39 for Westwood. 1st and 10 coming up for the Round Rock Dragons, leading 35-7 here over Westwood here at Battle of the Bell. So we've seen some strange things happen, but it could be that the battle, or the bell, could be continuing to stay in its current residency right here at Round Rock High School with what we're looking at this point. 4th quarter, 28 seconds remaining. Hutto leads Stony Point. That's 49-29, so it looks like they're going to stay unbeaten. Georgetown, the Battle of Georgetown is over, 31-8. Eagles win over Eastview. First down from the 40. Clap of the hands. Appel hands it off to Cochran. And Cochran will move forward. Serwatis out for 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Cedar Park leads Glenn in the 4th, 52-21. Lake Belton all over Leander, 45-0 is your score there. 4th quarter, Lake Travis and Dripping Springs, 7-7. You've got a heavyweight battle right there, 26-6A. Both teams playing at their home stadium, for crying out loud. With everything going on at Cavalier Stadium, their home stadium is Drip, and actually tonight the designated home team is Lake Travis at Dripping Springs. Appel out of the pistol. Serwatis. Oh no, great Appel there on the zone read on the far side. And he goes over to the far side. He's going to be just shy of the 1st down. Austin High leads Aikens in the 4th, 24-7 is your score there.
3rd and 2 for the
Bastrop big time over Navarro in the 4th quarter, 64-0 the score there. Lago Vista leads Smithville 46-7. Got a good one going on. Pflugerville Conley 27, McCallum 22 in that ball game. Those score updates for you here as we play with 9:06 remaining here at Dragon Stadium. Our score 35-7. Appel with motion from the far side and a timeout taken by Round Rock at that 9:06 remaining in the ball game. We will take that timeout with them. 35-7 the score as Round Rock leads over the Westwood Warriors, and Warrior football continues in a moment.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back live at Dragon Stadium, Dr. R.L. Peters Jr. Field at Dragon Stadium on the campus of Round Rock High School, right off of the vastly improved traffic flowing 620 down on this end of Round Rock. Here's a handoff. Cochran bouncing to the outside, breaking tackle after tackle. And he's downed at the 32-yard line. A penalty marker comes in at the end of the play. So we'll check the indication there as you had Kaysen on the stop along with Green converging there. Also in with Sanchez all the way over from the defensive front. And this is against the Dragons. Illegal block in the back. And this will bring its way back. So the one thing that you can, the sour that you're going to find on the score sheet for Round Rock tonight, you've seen an exceptional offense and a pretty stingy defense. However, penalties have been a thorn in the side of the maroon and white Round Rock Dragons here this evening, but it hasn't hampered their ability to put this 35-7 lead together here this evening. And to the line of scrimmage comes the Dragons once again. Motion from Yeager. Gonna fake the bubble or fly sweep coming to the near side with Appel there in at quarterback, and this is a false start against Round Rock. It'll be 5 more yards. 3rd down and 17 coming up for the Dragons. Now the ball placed at the 47 of Westwood. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Breaking the huddle to the line of scrimmage, going right to left from the right side hash mark. Out of the shotgun is Appel. Yeager in motion from right to left. Appel drops back, pressure coming, fires. This one is complete. This is out of the backfield once again. Big number 26. Another big hitter there for Brady Cochran. It's going to be close to the first down. He got to the line to gain. And the sticks will move over on the far side. New line of scrimmage is the 29. Here for Round Rock, clock rolling with 8:10 remaining in the contest. Ball still sitting on the right side of the field. To the line of scrimmage, the Round Rock offense operating from the 29. Appel will hand it off. This time it is Cerwetis on the carry. And he will bounce it out to the 27. Sanchez in on the stop for Westwood. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
2nd down and 8.
Personnel changes for Round Rock, seeing some shifting and moving around over on the offensive line. Opportunity here, it looks like head coach Cody Moore, the opportunity to get him some work there in the trenches for some of his offensive linemen. Again, Round Rock comes into this game 3-2, 1 game behind Vandergrift and McNeil, 2 games behind Hutto. And a whistle before the snap. And this is another false start against Round Rock, so 5 yards back. 2nd down and 13 coming up.
For the Dragons.
So Hutto with a win will go to 5-0. Vandy with the win last night. Round Rock looking like possibly 4-2 at this point. Motion from Yeager going from left to right. This is Cerwadas trying to bounce to the outside, and he does. Penalty marker comes in as he is knocked to the ground.
Ryan Cerwadas on the carry. Muriel Stogner.
Trailing the play there is Stogner in on the stop for Westwood. And this will be a holding call against the Dragons, so the penalties continuing to pile up here for Round Rock. Vista with a win, looking like they will go to 3-2. That'll put Cedar Ridge back at 2-4, which could drop them, if this continues, into a half a game advantage or a 1 game advantage over the Warriors. Stony Point to 1-5. Here's the handoff. Good slicing and dicing right there from Cerwadas. Back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the 29, before the barrage of penalties that we've seen right here in this sequence.
Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons.
Bring up 3rd down and 9, with that line of scrimmage being officially the 28-yard line. 6 minutes remaining in the contest. Appel in at quarterback, now in the backfield. Alex Cochran, senior running back, is running out of the pistol formation. Ball between the hash marks. Appel, snap a little high. Rolling right, pressure in his face, fires across the field. That one is caught at the 22 and brought down there. Hauling that in for the Dragons is Ryan Llewellyn. It's going to be just shy of the 1st down at the 22. The line to gain is the 19. So 3rd down and 3 coming, or 4th down and 3 coming up for the Dragons. It looks like the offense will stay out on the field. Cochran will check back in. So Brady spells Alex. 26 back in the game. If I was a betting man, I'd probably say 26 is going to get the carry. And I would have lost that bet. It's Appel rolling to the near side, and he's hit and dropped at the 15-yard line. Penalty markers, all kinds of extracurriculars happening at the end of the play. Joaquin Garcia makes the stop, but you had a lot of white shirts coming over after the play there. Is barreling in was Kai Bridges, Anthony Bolden there as well. And with the time that flag came out, this is going to be post-play, most likely. And against the men in white. Big hitter, so there's your 1st down.
That will be half the distance to the goal.
Mark its way all the way down to the new line of scrimmage, which will be the 8-yard line on the left side hash mark. Pell stays in at quarterback. Alex Cochran in the backfield. 2 receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. Standing out of the pistol, Alex Cochran shucking and jiving over to the far side into the end zone. Touchdown, 8 yards. 2nd Cochran into the end zone tonight. This time it is Alex for the touchdown, and Round Rock cruise control right here with 4:35 remaining. Santiago Irizarry on for another PAT. Stokes sets it down, and it goes right through the uprights, right into the band section right there. Nobody turned around. A lot of confidence in their kicker, knowing it's coming your way, and nobody turns around.
Number 16, Isaiah Stutz.
4:35 remaining in the ball game. Round Rock adds another 7. It's Round Rock 42 and Westwood 7. Warrior football continues after a word from Highland Dairy.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Vype Live's presentation of Westwood Warrior football, presented by the Westwood Warrior Booster Club. Homecoming night for the Dragons at the 2025 rendition of the Battle for the Bell. 42-7 advantage for the Warriors. And getting set to kick this away. Now back deep for the Warriors. We see the first appearance back there, Caden McDonald. He stands over on the left side of the field. And back there with him, Colton Case, who we typically see back on kickoffs. It'll be Irizarry to kick it off. He's kicked a couple short. And he kicks this one, and that was in the direction of Weston Franz, who is actually back there in lieu of Case. Ball will come out to the 25 with 4:35 remaining here in the ball game. Taking another peek to see if we've seen any movement in anything. Looks like all of scores currently in games currently in progress. Everything holding status quo. It continues to be 49-29 Hutto over STP. So the ball out to the 30. Cooper Waits back out at quarterback. So from the 30 with 4:35 to operate with. Waits will hand it off to Wade Allen. Allen trying to get to the outside, breaks away from one would-be tackler, but he is finished off by Ryder Sledge, senior defensive lineman, who wears number 42. And on the stop, no gain on the play, actually a loss of 3. It'll bring up second down and 13 coming up for the men in white. With the ball now positioned between the hash marks at the 27-yard line here for the second down play. 4 minutes remaining here from Dragon Stadium. To the line of scrimmage, here are the Warriors. Lining up to the near side, Anthony Page, junior wide receiver. He wears number 38. And the handoff, Allen hit hard at the line of scrimmage and goes down. Sledge is there on the stop once again. And also converging in was Luke Ramsey. Got a yard of that loss back. Second down and third down and 12 coming, or second down and third down and 12 for the Warriors. Make up your mind, Rodriguez. Here are the Warriors, 3:30 remaining in the ball game. Caden McDonald will line up on the left side of the formation. Down to the bottom of your screen once again will be Page. Allen stays in the backfield. Charlie Fry, the tight end. Still your 5 hamburgers on the field. Here's a handoff to Allen, one of the times that we've actually seen him be able to get some open space. It's going to be a yard shy of the first down. Needed to get to the 40. He gets to the 39. So it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. I see no reason to think why Westwood will not go for the 1-yard play, but I could be wrong. Boy, I tell you, my projections tonight are about like those ones you see on election shows, for crying out loud. Jaden McGill comes on. And we'll get set to punt this away on fourth down and 1 with the clock rolling at 2:20 remaining in the contest. McGill, high kick, spiraling over on the far side. Will be down at the 34-yard line. And at the 2-minute timeout, that is where Round Rock will look to finish this off, leading 42-7 here over the Westwood Warriors on homecoming night. As we get set for the final 2 minutes of the ballgame, we'll pause 30 seconds for a word from the University Interscholastic League.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
2 minutes remain at Dragon Stadium in the Battle of the Bell. And a quarterback change for Round Rock. The handoff and brought down. Nice job on the defense. Able to come in to make the play. Alex Cochran, the ball carrier. Wesley Martinet comes in to make the stop for Westwood at quarterback now for Round Rock. Parker Duarte, senior quarterback. He wears number 10. Third quarterback of the evening that we have seen here for the Round Rock Dragons. And head coach Jeff, I've been doing this a while, friends. Cody Moore, Jeff Cheatham, the Round Rock ISD athletic director, friends. So there you go. I've done a good job of not saying Anthony Wood all year, but got a Jeff Cheatham in there by mistake. Here's Duarte. He is swallowed up there in the backfield and goes down. Nothing for him back there. Nice heads-up defensive play coming in to make the stop. Kai Bridges, the senior. He wears number 41. And we are under a minute to go. It's doing its thing here with 5:0 seconds remaining. 20 seconds on the play clock. We've got about a 20-second differential, so possibly 2 plays to be run here. 3rd down and 14 coming up here for the Round Rock Dragons. Play clock at 3, 2, 1. Did get the snap off. And it's Alex Cochran trying to bounce to the outside. And that should do it there. Kabelka comes in to make the stop. Clock continues to roll with 15 seconds, about to hit the 10-second mark. Round Rock beginning to celebrate right here on the Round Rock sideline after a dominating performance here tonight. Defending the home turf here at Dr. R.L. Peters Field and Dragon Stadium. Railroad Bell will reside right here on 620 at Round Rock High School for another year after Round Rock wins over Westwood by a final score of 42-7. And with that, the district standings, let's take a look at what we have now. Hutto with the win tonight, they will go to 5-0. McNeil's continuing at 4-1 along with Vandergrift. Round Rock now at 4-2. Vista has finished off their battle there with Cedar Ridge. They will now go to 3-2. Cedar Ridge will go to 2-4. Westwood at 1-4. Stony Point 1-5. Manor at 0-5. That is what 25-6A looks like after all of this settles down tonight. But the matter at hand tonight in the rivalry game originated back in 1981 that continues to be one of the coolest and best rivalries in the state of Texas. It is the Dragons by a final score of 42-7. We thank you so much for being a part of our broadcast here tonight on Vype Live. It is our extreme pleasure to bring these broadcasts to you. And as always, the Westwood Warrior football broadcast presented by the Westwood Warrior Athletic Booster Club, warriorsports.org, and their great group of sponsors, Spicewood Dermatology, Speedy Mart, Handles, Raising Cane's, Reales, Grimaldi's, Coal Brick Oven Pizzeria, Highland Dairy, Ed Lundry, Jenny Ray, and Caprimo. Again, additional information about Warrior Athletics at warriorsports.org. 42-7, the final tonight. Westwood next week will take on Stony Point. For Round Rock, let's see, they will have a bye, and their next opponent will be Stony Point as well. So A lot of Stony Point coming up as 25-6A begins to get into its wacky self like it always does. For the final time tonight, friends, back at the Vype Live studios, the great, the one and only, my buddy Christina Weber-Bertrand, working her magic on the broadcast tonight. My name is Rodney Rodriguez, friends. I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Vype Live as we proudly present Westwood Warrior football. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you soon.